Roll for initiative!
Stranger, you've just broken the access code to this game. A game in which your destiny depends upon your own decisions, and where the ultimate weapon is your mind.
Roll for initiative!
Thalass Gaming.
You said it.
Whoa.
We're live.
Well, the 0 count.
Mm-hmm.
And go.
I like this new overlay system.
Did
It's
we
nice.
get?
Yeah, it's weird.
Hmm?
Wait, what? LTL Spire?
Yeah, when you open the game, it's like, oh, in there. It's in there. Like,
I did just prep a bad choice encounter in case we need it.
Hell yeah.
I don't expect to need it. I hope not to need it, but I felt like I should get it ready. I've almost chosen the weirdest way to lay.
Hey man, we all lay weird.
It's like a little hot dog. I don't see the overlay. I think I have my Discord overlays turned off because I was tired of it.
Oh, that's how we do it.
Okay. Are we ready?
We're in. As far as I know.
All right. Give me.
A countdown? We're past that.
Give me. We're in a tavern by an ocean with lots of ships, and the guy that was important just got murdered like yesterday, and people are kind of freaking out about that. Music. Can you set me with that?
It's like, that's what it was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Wow.
This is my tense playlist.
Oh. So tense he wants? Okay.
Can't be.
Oh. I just rubbed whatever was in my eye deeper into my eye.
Deeper and deeper.
Get it in there.
Alright.
Lay down. Deeper.
Tense.
Deeper and deeper.
I did watch the last 30 minutes of the YouTube video, but I didn't make sure I knew what the tavern was called. Why is this broken? Oh my god.
We can rename it.
No, my notes won't leave one screen. They're stuck on one screen. Is there like a...
What are you, 65?
Yeah, dude, I am the 60.
Get him.
It's okay. It was F11. I needed to hit F11. And you hit F11 times? I didn't look up what the tavern was called, but that's where we're starting. You guys just... I don't think you did go down for the night, but you've ended the night in a seaside tavern in the Dock District. The patrols are going around. There's a tense energy. Just a few hours earlier, you saw Relendori soldiers throwing ethereal anchors from the cross mast? I don't know. The cross things. The ones that are hanging off the ships onto the dock side. Shedding weight. You heard a call to prepare the ships. They're to be leaving in a few days to, you found, set a blockade. Energy. You had heard and seen signs of a land invasion that was happening in the not as near future, with the ships and the dry docks being built. They were troop transport ships. So it seems as if the plans have changed. It's about 11 to midnight. There's still people up, but things are winding down. It's been a long day so far. Started leaving the Cervini & Co. warehouse after some items were plundered. And two mysterious, apparently undercover or vaguely appearing men took the case that was containing the other ethereal anchors east. Choosing not to follow them, you guys have arrived here, and that's where we'll start. You guys are in a private room on the second floor of this kind of driftwood tavern. Yeah.
When you say things are starting to quiet down, is it like a normal Tuesday night, it's getting quiet, or is it like panic mode, people are like seeking refuge super early?
Not panic. It is not quite normal either. It is a focused preparation. Trained soldiers have been told that they need to start prepping, and there are some working through the night. It's not like in all hands on deck. Things aren't totally crawling with people everywhere like it's happening in the next hour. But with only 3 days and to set out, they're on a tight schedule. So there's a few crews working. It's not like the places have groups running back and forth. There's sparsity enough to where you could sneak through and lay low. That's totally viable, but it's not just like a normal Tuesday.
Have we called home yet? And
yes,
let
you guys
friends
informed them
know
of
that...
the blockade.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember where we left off was planning on getting on the ship. Me, August, and Vic.
Yeah, you guys had heard that Dawntree was on the flagship here.
And wasn't there also a bomb squad?
That was a very strong way to put that. You kept saying we should blow something up.
So yes.
But yeah,
So
you
there
guys
was a
take
bomb
that.
squad.
You guys can talk about it. I don't need to. Yeah.
There's
All
always
right, so
Plan B. Can't spell bomb without a B.
Two of them, actually.
We sneak on the ship, and then what?
I mean, we're grabbing info, right? We're grabbing papers, we're grabbing ledgers, we're grabbing settlement sites, on the way sites. I mean, that's kind of what we're looking for, right?
And also sabotage. There's bound to be black powder barrels, things of the like.
Is there a way we could rig something up to them? Vic, is that something you're comfortable doing?
I can strap it down with a rope, sure, but what do you mean by that?
Well, I suppose it'd be more in Doc's wheelhouse, if Doc's able to create something that can be blown up from far away or time delayed. Leave them something to worry about while we get away.
I could try. It would be great. Does anybody have like a pocket watch or a...
You know what?
Nope. Okay.
I actually might.
That dented ass pocket watch.
Doesn't work.
I got
It's thrown 200 feet down a pitch black mine shaft.
Nope, I don't.
I don't
I think
either.
that was a pocket watch, wasn't it?
No, it was
Is it like a bell or
key
something?
tone? Oh, yeah, it had a bell.
Oh yeah.
I got rid of that.
I could try, but I'm not sure that I'm suited to sneak aboard anything.
All right, so if half of us are sneaking, what are the other half gonna do?
Well, I suppose we could. Is this ship dock close to the dock, or is it offset? Like, would we need a?
You guys are in a portside tavern. Like you walk outside and it's like the wharf,
Okay.
and there's ships.
So it'll be a sneaky game for sure. We're not like next to it. Right?
You could sneak us in the brooch.
And then you gotta hold
Pile-
your breath.
Pile in the... Well, yeah.
You wouldn't take that long to sneak into a ship, I don't think. Quick
I
work.
can imagine we're going to encounter any sort of hiccups along the way.
No.
When do we?
Last plan went smooth.
It's true. Maybe we go 2 for 2 then.
We're hoping so.
I
But we have to find targets. We either try to find papers or some sort of documents on where they're headed and where they're stopping, just, schedule. And if we don't find that, we sabotage. Is that our thing? Or
That
both?
could work.
I think it's an and situation.
like
Yeah,
Right.
it's an and.
Jeez.
Yeah, okay.
2 for 2.
Then
Am
how
I
long do you
using
want?
that right?
Is timing on searching for information at our discretion, or do we want to set a time on it?
I think he is not get caught, so
Yeah, but the
Quicker,
longer we
better.
stay, the higher chance of us getting caught.
I think we should limit it to a specific portion of the ship. I think perhaps maybe where the quartermaster, navigator, or captain might stay would hold the most useful information.
What if we just have an out? I don't know, like a... Can anyone communicate stuff over a distance from one group to the other?
honk honk.
All right.
I can
well,
do it, but it's not as
I
quiet.
don't know. Base communication.
I can,
Hey,
but
Morse-
it's
Morse
limited in
code.
word count.
I don't know
If sign
Morse
language
code.
exists, Morse code has to exist.
I'm not gonna learn Morse code like that.
Those dashes kill it.
I can send a message, but
I
we
can
will
send
be
messages.
limited in words.
Okay.
I think that's fine. We're not good with
Yeah.
words anyway.
That's very true.
So
Godspeed.
All right. I guess let's head out.
okay.
Who's on team Broach?
I don't think we're not doing that part of the plan, right? Are we?
I
So
mean,
so
how
what are
else
we
are they gonna?
what are we supposed to do?
How
What do you want us to? I mean, we can sit
Yeah.
here and get hammered.
I
That's a
think
start.
I think we should sit by close, and at the signs that there are danger, I think that's when we need to step in. But if we if we clog this mission with too many people, we have the potential to be found quicker, I think.
All right, I like that. I respect that.
Unless we can find a room on the ship where we can open it up.
I suppose some
okay.
reconnaissance would be in order then.
we could do a quick recon and then
I think we just have team infill and team backup. That's simple. If shit goes sideways, we can hop in. If not, if you're successful, good.
all right then.
All right.
If you guys can wander the docks, I don't know how heavily guarded it is, just to keep you guys within range of a message. I think that's best, right?
Ivan, what is range of message?
There isn't one. As far as I know, I've been able to communicate with anybody, regardless of where they're at. Though I've never
Yeah, the
communicated
mass phone.
across planes.
Well, it's not plane. This is ship, so I think we okay.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Flashback to the last message you said.
The last message I sent. I feel like it would have been probably when I first learned how to do it.
So
And I would be reading in my room, and I'll start thinking of Elias, and I'll just start saying Elias's name in my head and like picturing it. Elias, can you
Flashback
hear
to
me?
Elias, where is he?
He's like literally in the next room over.
Regardless of rage, I've done it.
I'm
far.
practicing
It's across
meditating
the
in my room.
house. You texted from the other room.
Yeah.
Also, the
like,
flashback
while
the
you're
last
up-
time he sent it was also the first time he sent one, so this will be good.
Though
Okay,
I've never
let's
used
return.
it
We're
since.
back. Sorry, I was curious when you said that. I was like, you just got this. Was it me?
So,
Am I in charge right now? So who's going? Did we?
Elias, Vic, and August are going.
Okay. And the other three are just
Yeah.
standing
so
by,
getting
walking the
information.
docks.
Ask,
Yeah.
got it. You
A-
guys
after
walk
you-
out.
hang on.
You guys get up from the table, and Doc says, "Hang on."
What?
After you three infiltrators are taken care of, do you have any additional, like, disguises or something for the rest of us? Because he looks like he is a clown, and he is dressed like this, and I'm dressed like this. You guys got anything?
We can't have a disguise for everything. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
don't
just
really
kinda-
need disguises, so
Okay, I was just asking.
Yeah.
what
No, I don't.
He pushes back the seal costume into his bag.
Left shark costume.
Are we doing disguises and it's just a full rubber seal suit?
I
start singing "Kissed by a Rose."
I'm picturing like Ace Ventura and the Rhino, but Doc inside of a seal. They're like
Oh,
a
boy.
walrus.
That's an image.
Arf, arf. Arf.
There's levers and he's crawling, he's flopping.
I'm wearing a shirt with a
Anyways.
seal on it. How appropriate.
Maybe this is your fault that I thought of that because of you.
Hang on. I confused.
You guys get back up and Cecil says, "Hang on."
Yes, Cedar.
This, I thought. Did we scrap sabotage plan?
No.
So what is sabotage plan?
Barrels, powdered barrels. They probably have. I mean, it has cannons on the ship.
Dude, okay, I thought maybe you would. Okay. I didn't know if we need buy anything in town. Supplies or you're just
I don't
gonna
think so.
wing
We
it.
did that today. Morning.
Yeah. We already went shopping. Cedar, where have you been?
I've been here. I thought, well, who is? We not had bomb. I thought bomb. I
Actually, Doc, do you have anything
Cyril, would you like to sit down and have a glass of water?
flammable? A liquid, perhaps?
That's what I mean.
Did you say flammable liquid?
Yes.
What the hell? You don't know
We
about
get
anything?
couple bottles of liquor.
Well, something more. It's,
Well, I do have 50 feet of rope, and I figure if we soak the rope in whatever is flammable, we could always use that as a sort of fuse.
See, we need maybe prep. That's what I say.
I could hold it in my bag. That way it doesn't get on any of us.
Alright. Probably a good idea.
I currently do not have any flammable liquids, but we
Well,
could
good
buy
thing we're at an inn.
some liquor.
You guys look over and that same old leathery innkeeper's there.
I think we should buy a couple bottles so as not suspicious. Maybe sit down there, have a drink.
We could.
Well,
yeah.
we can get him to go. I think we should probably get this show on the road. They seem to be moving out and wanting to leave soon. So the sooner we
True.
get after it.
Exact. So let's.
We also ended last session with you guys drinking at this inn.
Yeah.
So the cups in front of you of empty alcohol, and that one guy you guys got information from by buying him drinks and left. But the empty cups are still on the table.
Yeah, I'll ask for a bottle of the strongest shit he has.
Make it two.
Something.
I see.
You see kind of heavily drooped eyes. He's drunk, visibly. You bought him some. You know why he's drunk. And you know that he is drunk. The strong shit?
As strong as you have, if that's all you got.
Now, most people don't like it.
We have hardened stomachs.
The dirty, darkest brown bottle. Caked dirt on the outside. Now, my buddy made this in the ballast well of a fishing ship.
Talented friend, is this strong enough to give me a dragon's breath?
He pops the cork out of the top. They use it to clean the boards, and he takes a sip. $5 gold if you want it.
For the bottle.
For the bottle.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You smell it. It's wood alcohol. It's used for staining wood.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That
You're
shit.
drinking it?
I can smell that shit from here.
That's not alcohol.
It's not intended to be edible.
It's got toluene and all kinds of shit in there.
It's basically turpentine. This guy's
Yeah,
just drinking
yeah.
turpentine.
It's fucking mineral spirits. Formaldehyde and acetone and fucking...
Jesus.
And he just took a hit.
Fuck yeah.
It's combustible even.
Alright, well I've got mine.
Do you have another bottle?
10 gold.
For 10 for 2 or 10 for second?
No, 10 for the second. Because it's the second.
Ah, well.
2 of them cost 10.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He's just kind of breathing hard.
The fucking one shot fucked him up.
Do you have a third bottle?
15 is my last. He puts 2 bottles on the counter.
15
Pops a
for
cork, takes one.
3.
Woo!
Alright, 10 for the 2 bottles, so here's 5 more, plus my other 5 that I gave you should be enough.
I'll throw in a 5.
Total, 20 or 25.
I'll give-
No, it's 30 total.
I'll do 5 for one of the bottles.
30 because Johnny Blowbrows doesn't get in for another 2 months, so he won't be able to get a resupply.
How much did y'all put in?
I was
5
5.
and
I put 10.
10, so I'll pick up the remaining 15.
Oh, well, no, I'll split it. We'll do
Basically,
10,
you guys can
10
treat
each.
this like alchemist fire.
Did you hear that squeak?
Oh.
I already
Fire?
spent
Oh, yeah.
15.
We'll take 5
This
back. I'll do
shit
the other
is
5.
it's just the most flammable liquid.
Wait, how much is it?
Jesus Christ.
I'm out.
Damn it.
No brows ain't come in for another 2 months.
No
Well, we
brows.
can't-
I love that.
So you said that it's like alchemist fire, but we can treat it as a Molotov cocktail as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And a regular cocktail, too, if we just drink it.
I
it will-
want to
it
keep my
will-
vision. I want to be able to see later.
You can weaponize. Imagine it is literally like turpentine, and you can do whatever you could with that. But this guy drinks it, so
Hell yeah.
I think we're ready to get out.
This guy's got both hands on the counter now, and he's like,
Oh god. You know what it reminds me of?
alcoholism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirby, were you there for Jimmy's Jungle Juice?
Yep.
That's one of his other buddies, Jimmy Jungle Juice.
I was.
He brings a cask and he says, "Don't ask," and you just gotta drink it.
I'm pretty sure that was poison.
It was turpentine.
He was also drinking
They set you
turpentine. Remember Mikey drank half a bottle of Everclear, Danny?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too, man.
Jesus.
And then we went through a police checkpoint.
Nice.
And the officer was like, "Anybody been drinking?" And I say, "Yes." Because there was no getting around that. I was
Yeah,
like,
at that point, you go, hey.
He's fucking gone, man. I'm cool. You guys opened the door. In front of you, classic wooden dock situation. Lots of slips, they're called. Lots of slips with the boats. And down to the right and on a pier, maybe 200 feet long, there's a large war galley. As you guys kind of casually are walking along the dock. There's a few people out, but not too many. But you do see at the end of the pier, kind of where the boardwalk meets the pier, there are two guards under torchlight in Relindori uniforms. Can some people make some perception checks for me? Whoever's of the only three that are, I guess everybody's there. Oh, I'm not looking at the right screen.
I would love to make a perception check.
Well, do I have a name for you?
Might I?
May you?
I might.
Perhaps.
I will as well.
I'll go throw a guidance at someone.
That one.
A seagull squawks
I'll take the guidance.
in
The
Vix.
hell's that? They're everywhere. Wait.
Dirty 20 for me.
A dirty 20. So you can see these two. With the 20, these guys are awake. They're competent. They are guarding this pier. They don't seem like you could sneak past on this narrow dock. But with the 20, the tide's going out. And you see kind of under the boardwalk, the way that the wooden beams are trussed. It seems like with a careful foot, you could kind of traverse the underside of the boardwalk. Seems possible.
I'll point it out to Vic. You think we could get down there?
Oh yeah, we can.
I think it's our best shot. Best way around.
Well, what do we do if y'all are in trouble? Find our way in?
Well, you can start a distraction out here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's the only choice that we have. Can't leave you in there.
Splitting their, their focus is nice though too.
With the 20, maybe another 100 or 200 feet past this pier, there's a dockside warehouse that the only remarkable feature is that it also has Relindori guards outside.
Could start something in there. Toss a bottle in, or light it up with your napalm gun.
Not a bad
So-
idea.
If things go around the ship and you see attention focusing on the ship, maybe that's a
Start a fire out here.
yeah.
Alright. Can do. Sounds good.
All right. I'm gonna signal August and tell him
Yeah,
about
let's
the
go.
underside of the dock. And I think we're gonna try and sneak under there.
You guys make stealth checks for it.
Love to.
Whoa!
String quartet that you didn't notice before starts soloing on cello. No, I'm into it.
It's Yo-Yo Ma!
It was some aggressive celling, and I was into it.
I like to be aggressively chilled before I'm wined and done.
20 difference in your rolls.
I know.
Alright.
What did Roger get?
I'll be back in a
9.
second.
Not good. So what's that? 35, 42 divided by 3? Fuck you. That's annoying. That's annoying math. What's that?
42 divided by 3?
Yeah, those are shit numbers.
Yeah, it is.
Less than 15.
There's a decimal in there.
Less than 15? There's at least a decimal. Let me see. I think these guys' passive was 13.
42 is 13, I think. Or 14.
13, but you guys got some change.
Yeah, it's 14 point something for sure.
For sure. What's their passive? These are guards. Their passive's 12. Okay.
Sorry. Slipped.
Vic
hell are you
slips
gonna do?
over. Vic slips over the lip.
I don't slip.
Slips like a shadow in mine. Like
Oh, okay.
quietly slipping. Not like
I got you,
slip
I
me
got
some
you. Yeah,
change,
yeah.
not like slip
yeah.
like whoop like banana peel.
Yeah, yeah.
He slides over the edge like a shadow retreating into a corner.
That's better. That's better.
Flips up. He's holding on to these wooden posts, these cross beams, the support. Didn't make a sound. You guys filled with like, oh shit, that was sick. You guys
It
go to
was
the
sick.
edge. Elias is looking over, and August was like, all right, you guys stay here. Turns, bumps you. August goes forward, grabs on. And then August is just like trying to pull his arms to keep him from falling. You guys are good. But it was a dramatic moment.
The hell are you guys doing?
Yeah, it just slipped. I got distracted. Okay.
All right,
We'll
then
follow
for
your
this
steps.
traversal, can we do athletics or acrobatics?
Well, the acrobatics also throw out a guidance for whoever needs it.
I'll do acrobatics. I'll give the guidance to.
I'll take it.
I almost said Lionel Elias.
Net 20 plus 5.
Oh, shit, I should've taken it.
Linnaeus.
12.
What did I get total? 13 plus 2, 15.
Vic, that the way they crossed over, you're like, oh fuck. this is gonna go bad. And that thought's staying with you as you guys are crossing, and you're kind of, everybody did acrobatics, so kind of jumping from support to support. A little bit of like dangling by one and swinging to the other. There was a few tricky moments, but you guys crossed the corner underneath.
Thank God.
Head out on the pier. The waves are low below you. You see the barnacles on the thing, but you've made it out. Next to you floating, kind of bobbing up and down with the very minimal tides. A ship on the side. I named it, so I'm going to tell you the name. Painted in the classic flowy golden paint script. What was it called? The Crest Breaker.
Ooh, good name.
It's like a 3-level, 3-deck galley with like a lot of the cannon windows, and then in the back there's a huge, kind of like, I don't know what that part's called, but like the building portion on the back. There's like 2 floors with the like ornate wooden, like small wooden deck with like the carved beams on the railing and like the little square paned windows with the wood between them, that kind of situation. It's very fancy.
Love that. All right. Well, Elias, you know these ships probably better than us. Where do you think the important documents are?
They're usually top deck. Captain's quarters. Not sure how this ship is kind of built out, but definitely looking for an important room. But I think it's nice to start from the bottom.
Oh, just sweet.
Maybe we can slip through a window.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I know one more thing.
Okay.
So, those of you guys on the dock side, as you're kind of nonchalantly trying to watch them without drawing much attention. Pounding of footsteps on the wooden deck draws your attention, and you see a single runner, full tilt, sprinting in Rellandori colors. He passes in front of you, takes a left, goes straight down the pier towards the galley. The guards don't stop him. They kind of turn their heads as he runs by. And as you guys are sneaking under it, you hear the like thump, 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 and then straight up the gangplank onto the top deck, and then message for Dawntree, you hear shouted. And he goes to the upper fancy part as described. Has to save you my not knowing architectural words and ship words.
Do we see a way maybe into like one of the cannon windows? At least like part of the lower parts?
Yeah, so all of the cannons, like the flaps, are there. Also, it's so intricate on the outside, it does seem possible to like scale the side of the ship with like the wood details. So those are both kind of options.
I can try to make my way across the outside.
Yeah.
I pull out my trusty grappling hook. Maybe we launch this up topside, get around.
I'm not sure.
Maybe we could hit the back.
You want to
Further away
the
from
back?
eyes.
I don't know,
But I'm okay with climbing up.
I guess anywhere where we can at least hear what's going on. The closer the better.
Alright, well,
Is the gangplank like a usual, like, 5-foot width type of deal, or is it like longer for cargo or wider for cargo?
I was picturing skinny and long, and it bounces when you step on it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I imagined too. But thought I'd ask.
I wasn't thinking so much in like feet. Skinny and long, and it bounces when you step on it. It's kind of what I was.
Well, that's why I was like, is it like for people or is it for like moving big hunks of cargo? You know, like.
Let's move on. I don't know, and I don't want to think.
No, that's why I was trying to
Too
clarify.
tough. I don't think it's gonna matter. Let me say this. I don't think it's gonna come into play. And if it does, you flashed me back to this situation. And I'll
Okay.
taking notes furiously.
Those are where the flaps are. I'll kind of point out the cannon flaps. We can slip through those. Bit of a shorter climb, but definitely be farther away from earshot. Or do we want to go straight up?
Anybody make a history check about boats?
I'll make one.
I wouldn't.
Guidance?
You guys are.
I absolutely wouldn't.
18 with guidance.
18 with guidance. You know that these ships don't have a ton of room on the inside, and it's likely the lower decks are pretty packed with people, especially when they're leaving soon. So that's a high risk in terms of contact thing. Like, there's probably on this ship 60 to 80 sailors, and most of them are probably in the decks below you here.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's just go all the way up. Probably
Alright.
be best considering. Yeah.
I'll go first. Make sure it's clear. And then,
Try and follow behind. Yeah.
you say I could climb the
Grappling?
side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she also mentioned the
I
grappling.
think I think what I want to do is climb it and then secure the grappling hook as opposed to just blindly.
For these noobs,
Yeah.
as I already described, a bunch of glass.
Yeah, I don't want to like blindly just throw the hook over and then somebody's, just there and it's like, what the hell?
Sure.
We hook to the top of their head.
Yeah, make another athletics or acrobatic check here to go up.
There we go. 27 acrobatics.
All right,
Like a slippery slip shadow. Yeah, he horror movie crawls up the wall.
Ew.
Fucking backwards.
This gecko, he's not even gripping. He's just.
You get to the backside of whatever
There
this
you go.
portion is
Sure,
called,
to the top of their head.
and
Yeah, make another.
there's
athletics or acrobatic check here.
the little balcony with all the wooden legs, and there's an easy spot to secure a grappling hook here.
Perfect. Make sure it's nice and tug, and then you guys will just see the unfurling of the rope kind of in front of you guys.
Nice and tug.
Right, so they don't have to make a check anymore, right?
No, you have to make a check
Yeah.
to secure it, but only if you're
Okay.
throwing it.
So, as you guys kind of shimmy up this rope, and you peek over the little lip, there's maybe like a 2 or 3 foot wide balcony behind this railing. Inside, 2 figures. You hear talking. It's a little difficult to hear from this position, but from the decoration in this room, From what you can see, they're over this big table, kind of gesturing, pointing. You see little chest-like figures on the tabletop. Some boats, some other. You guys can try to make like a perception or like where it's a little hard to hear from here, so you want to get closer. That's an option.
I feel like as long as we're sneaky, Vic will probably be taking point.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I'll
cool with
sneak
that.
up. I'll sneak up first, and then just kind of staying maybe like I don't know.
Under the windows move.
Yeah, and then I'll sneak up, and then I'll try to usher them along when I.
Yeah. So the dangerous part here, on the deck is going to be easy to stay below the window, but this coming over the railing is the part that you're going to have to not draw attention, because you have to get over the railing, which is above the windows, and then get down. So if you guys want to make another set of stealth checks, but with advantage because they are in an intense conversation.
Okay. Not bad. 22
25.
on my end.
All right.
26.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice.
Everybody gets over the railing without making a noise. Everybody's able to, like, pull your sword up, your dagger, keep the lip from clattering, everything perfectly. And as you guys are all kind of like down back against the wall, under the window, the door slams open. You hear the door slam open in the room. Major Dawntree, a message. Yes? Our contact inside of the church says that Thalmore's son went missing from his office, and there are 4 dead bodies. He's not just missing, but there's been violence in his office, and some of his magical artifacts are missing. Dismissed, thank you. Then after the door shuts, the figure, Reginald Dawntree, turns to the other. I told you, Captain, that the church is lying to us about Thalmore. He's not just late to a meeting. They don't know what happened to him. He's probably dead, or he abandoned them. So we need to take now to stop this ridiculous land invasion that'll have hundreds die, thousands even. We can simply encircle the point of Malin's Port, set up a blockade. The Clini will have no choice but to surrender. But the king himself said that Thalmore was in charge of this operation, and you were his second. We should wait to see what they say. If I'm his second and he's dead, then that means I'm in charge, and I don't want our troops to go die for no reason. The king hasn't been making good choices ever since the day of the dawn, when the archbishop was selected as his holy advisor. And then they kind of continue positioning the things, and after a few minutes of them talking about number of defenders and things like that, this Bowley contact of yours was... Are they setting up anything for you? This Canning was supposed to get something done, but in Wharftown you saw how that went. This Garen, everything went to shit after he assured me things would go well. I've been working hard to avoid all-out war, but it seems like I am having a hard time and everyone else wants to... don't throw up right here, Bobo. Everyone else wants to send troops to their death. I haven't heard from the contacts, although some of his agents are here in the port. They assure me that if we attack or blockade, they'll work hard to make sure the Clini surrender quickly. but they're not trustworthy. So we should assume that they'll provide nothing and we can do it on our own. And then kind of the conversation drifts to more mundane number of like rations needed, things like that. If we use our 43 ships that we have, we should be able to encircle it without much issue. And then it kind of drifts on and logistics talk. You guys positioned underneath the balcony.
43 ships. I'll kind of just point out everybody. 43 ships. Canning was mentioned.
So is Reginald and there was a captain there? We don't know his name, right?
He didn't say it.
Yeah.
I know we're not there, but for me personally, they were talking about encircling a port. Specifically, was that the port of Kalenia?
Malin's Port is a city.
Malin's Port is the one they're targeting. Yes?
Wait, no, we're in
That's where
Malin's
we're at.
Port.
We're in Malin's Port.
Yeah,
Port
Kalenia,
Mariner.
yeah.
Port Mariner, sorry.
Port Mariner.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is my great naming conventions. If it's got a port, I said just put port in the name.
We'll just put it in there.
Port Mariner. Okay, got it. Thank you. Sorry.
Rewind to me saying the right name.
I think he did.
Pretty sure.
Flashback.
Port Mariner.
Flash forward.
Nailed it.
Flashback's a useful tool. So you guys are on the deck there.
I mean, that's good info. 43 ships.
Yeah.
They're mentioning how much rations they need. 43 ships. I'll try to remember the dock. Does this dock hold 43 ships?
They were building a bunch.
They were building a bunch, that's right, but he wants to leave before they're built.
You guys will be able to see out. The dock doesn't hold 43 at once, but out in the bay, there are ships anchored.
There's a
farther
collection
on.
of... Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not all like import, but there's a lot of ships around, and there were more the transport ships in dry dock, which from this situation you're assuming if they're leaving in 3 days, those are not included in the count.
This is good info, actually.
Yeah. Is there anyone else in this area with us? I know
No,
we're
this
in our little
seems like the
kind
kind
of
of like
cubby.
captain's quarters of where they're doing like planning, and it's just him and his like first mate essentially.
So then how do we stop the ships?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think we're going to stop 43 ships.
Yes, that's a lot of ships.
The ones that they're building. Can we see how many there are that are incomplete?
You guys did a lap. It was probably another like 30 or 40.
So
That's a lot.
if we can stop the ones that are being built by, let's say, a fire in the lumber yard, and that means no reinforcements. And maybe partially some of their first wave incapacitated as well,
Delay.
at the very least.
You guys there make It could be like intelligence or wisdom. I need to look at the sheet.
Insight?
Charisma.
I think insight or history, if you guys want to make. I don't really know. I think insight, maybe. Insight's better. Let's do
I'll
insight.
do
We'll
insight.
23.
21.
13.
Alright, with those 20s. 23 is pretty high. A few things are sticking out to you about Reginald Dawntree. From what his goals are, he seems to be focused on reducing the losses of his troops. And from the context, you think that, and like the conversation, it seems that Thalmor's goal was to have is like take it with any means necessary, with no matter the loss of life kind of situation.
But obviously we know that the loss of life will just fuel the batteries that he has.
He also mentioned the king taking the archbishop as a close advisor. From his general demeanor, this guy is, as you're kind of listening in and you're expecting, as you're on the deck in this tense situation where you guys are like mentally prepared to like, maybe we murder this guy right now, maybe we do all these things, with a 23 insight check, you feel like his motives are potentially not as sinister.
This is Reginald.
Yeah. He's taken his troops into account rather than war.
Okay.
He's like a guy who's ordered to do something, and he's trying to actually do that as competently and well as he can.
Minimize casualty type of thing. On his side, at least. But yeah.
Do we have writing utensils with us? I don't know if I would.
I don't.
I think if you guys have any of those adventurers kits or things like that, they come with.
Yeah.
I feel like you would, as the tarot
Yeah.
card reader.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what
Hey
that
guys,
whole-
Maybe
real
we
quick.
can... Oh, go ahead.
He's got the loudest clicky pen in the world.
Yeah.
And then the loudest paper, it's like.
I gave him the pen and it honks when it clicks.
Sorry, I have to print something out over dial-up.
It's fax. Yeah.
The paper goes out, the paper goes in, the paper goes out. The paper. It's jammed. Takes out a typewriter. Ding.
Now, what if we meet with Reginald and we tell him we're the new Bowley contact?
That's interesting. I was gonna say we let him know about the undead in the church and how they're trying to steal his troops. I was gonna write him a letter, slip it under the door while we get away, but
That's something.
It's not a bad idea, the note.
or we could be the Bowley contact.
I don't mind a double agent thing. I think note first, contact later.
I like that.
Get the group involved.
Yeah, I like it.
Plus, I
Yeah, I'm excited to tell the fellas.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ.
Just
He
pops
opens
up
the
out of
door
the
and comes
water.
out.
You guys are standing on the dock, and Ivan just whispers into the night, "I'm excited to tell the fellas." He's just staring out into the waves.
Old man yells at clouds. All right, then I'll take a second and I'll write out the information that we know.
Which is?
That the Archbishop was an undead.
Dalmore's son was an undead, but we suspect that the rest of the higher leadership of
Yes.
of the church is undead.
We also know that they happen to be collecting souls, or at least trapping them.
For power.
And his men will be taken. This is why they're pushing for war.
I like that. You can write all that on one sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive.
You write pretty small, August.
A ton of room left. Are you guys trying to meet? Are you putting a meeting or a
I think
call to action
contact
in this note? Or are you just giving him a little information pamphlet and leave?
Do we have 2 sending zones?
No, but Ivan has sending, and we've seen him.
That's true. Yeah, say we'll contact you tomorrow night or something.
Or we could have him go to the inn and ask for the bottle of No Brows brew or something like that.
Now
Something
that is fun.
Because then we know, like, no one else is ordering that shit, so if somebody comes asking for it, then...
You guys also know what he looks like.
Wait, what?
He doesn't know what he looks like, and he doesn't know what you look like, so you could
Well,
just be in there.
In case he sends, like, I don't know, like a liaison or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him it must be him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely do that.
You're the only one we trust. Blah, blah. Come to the inn, ask for the No Brows brew.
Is that it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I will fold it, and I will tuck it underneath the door. I'm not going to push and slide it to get anyone to touch it. I'm just going to tuck it in, like, the corner next to where, like, a hinge would be. And then as we...
slide
Okay.
a hand.
21.
Nice.
He's like rolling hot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm using all the skills that I'm actually good at. I have a +7 to
It's crazy
Just-
when you do that.
the stealth and sleight of hand and insight.
It's crazy when you guys do spy shit in the game that I said was going to be a spy campaign.
For our spy
that you
character.
guys made characters that are spy characters. Yeah. It's in.
I think we
21's
just
great.
head back to the others.
Well, hold on. We came here for information. I know we got some of that, but don't we need more?
What do you think we need?
I don't
We
know.
got the number of ships that they're planning on taking,
Yeah.
and where they
We
were
got that.
rounding about, and why.
Mm-hmm.
That he doesn't trust the king or his advisors.
And
his
is
choice
there
of
a
advisors.
fucking knife or a gun somewhere? I don't know what a gun is, but
But there
Like,
could be something like that.
there could be something else here.
Something called a word I don't know.
Could be, but I don't know. Below deck is gonna be hot.
It is.
Hot below deck this Tuesday
And-
at 8, 9 Central.
And I do feel that if we do get caught, there's going to be a fight. And if we have a fight, we're going to lose credibility.
All right.
I don't
this-
think this
this
ship
way,
is a target.
He
I
knows
think
we were here, but he wasn't a target, right? It
True.
was a benevolent visit.
That does seem sexier.
I hate that description. There's your group name now. Benevolent Visitors.
All right. I mean, as much as I do have an inkling for just kind of trying to nab something here, that does seem a little cleaner.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, lead us out.
I'll just leave a piton or something though. Like I leave them.
I'm not gonna steal something. I'm leaving something.
Reverse pickpocket.
Things aren't gonna be the same after I go.
Yeah, I was. What I have a deck of playing cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out of the 50.
52.
With the jokers.
Oh, 54.
54.
What about the ads? The ad cards?
Oh, I'm gonna leave the ad card in the
Bicycle
note.
Corp.
I want to leave the ad card in the note. No, I'll leave a. What are we, the dozen?
Baker's dozen.
Boys,
Baker's
subgroup
dozen
of the
is
Baker's
13.
dozen.
I say damn it out loud. I was like, there's no 12 in here. I'll leave a 10 in it too.
It's
Baker's dozen is
13.
13.
What?
Just leave whatever card you like. What's your favorite card?
I have tons of them.
Leave all.
I'll leave the whole deck.
No, leave all your favorite ones.
A really
my
autistic
God.
answer. What's your favorite card? I have a lot of favorite cards.
The
Pikachu.
Pulls out PowerPoint.
I'll leave a 5 of clubs.
Yeah.
Ominous, right?
Spades is
Six
more
plus.
ominous, but I think that's 6 of spades would be fun.
Well,
As you're putting it up there, you're thinking the club kind of looks like one of the ethereal anchors.
Yeah.
Clubs it is. Yeah.
And then you're like,
They're
is that
out.
the right message?
I don't think that at all.
Don't second guess my messaging. But what's our brand?
So sorry. From me, Danny said. So he did say when he was talking with the messenger, with the captain, that they were waiting on a Bali contact sent by
He
Canning.
said that their Bali contact has been kind of middlingly reliable, but has ensured them that whether it's the blockade or the ground invasion, that they were going to try and make sure Kalinia is in a bad position to end it quickly. But also from the context, he doesn't really know how much faith to put in that promise. He's kind of actively questioning the promise since he was promised in like the conversation overheard, they talked about how they were trying to stop the war before it began in Wharftown by taking control, which the Bali had assured him would happen, which you guys know did not happen.
Right.
So he's using them as like a tool to prevent an all-out war from happening, but it has been failing. So he kind of, they promise they're going to do something, they've said that before kind of energy.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
All right, let's head back to the others. It was good info.
Get out of here.
You guys make it back, we're not going to roll again. That's not fun.
Perfect.
As we leave, I'm gonna cast a minor illusion of a knock on his back door.
What's the
Oh,
range on that?
30 feet.
Okay, so you can get pretty good.
Yeah.
You're going to pass the look outside the door check.
Yeah. Cool. Good.
As you're under the thing, you do see the first mate guy kind of poke his head out, look down, and then you do see him notice something on the ground and pick it up, and you see him picking up the folded paper. So, message for C.
kidnapping. We're
Message.
on fire.
We're on fire.
The 3 of clubs right there for the next one.
Oh, kind
Alright,
of
yeah.
like, yeah.
You guys pop out over, able to get back up. Ivan, hands on hips, staring out to the ocean. Can't wait to tell the boys about this one.
I feel it. It's
You
gonna
know,
be exciting
they inform
news.
they inform the rest of you of the information.
I immediately reiterate
Everything that happened.
everything
Ivan
that happened.
mansplains it then.
Yeah,
Ivan
with great
mansplains
joy.
it.
I feel like we should keep this momentum. Kidnapping just a couple days ago.
Infiltration, clean.
Infiltration, so clean.
So fucking clean.
What else do we have to get done? I feel like we should go do it right now.
Well, you guys want to dig up a body?
What?
For what purpose?
Who's?
Yeah.
Anybody would work.
No.
Any.
Anybody.
Not anybody, no.
All right. Hey.
But I think you'll like this, Doc.
Somebody, anybody, we just gotta dig.
I think you'll like this, Doc. So they have a lot of ships just outside port, right? Just anchored out there in sea. They're using some of those for the blockade they want to do. But the labor yard, or the lumber yard, the lumber yard.
It's
We're
both,
building.
really.
It's
Which
both,
is it?
really, yeah.
It really is.
It's both. It's both.
That lumber's not moving itself.
You know what lumber loves to do when it's dry?
Get hard.
It likes to be set on fire.
Maps.
And I know Doc likes fire.
Well, set the lumberyard on
it's
fire.
Like top 5.
It's the best
No.
chemical reaction. You can't deny that.
It gives life.
Chemical reaction, combustion. Thank you.
Well,
Doc's
He's
just
thinking-
stuck.
he's thinking
Doc's
about
just
it.
stuck. He's just like, wait a minute.
He's like, shit, that might be the best.
So doing math in his head without an abacus, like just thinking really fucking hard about this.
is
Didn't somebody get you an abacus in town though? Actually.
Yeah, I got him one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I'm
have an advocate, but that
I'm not
shook him
using
to the
it.
core.
I'm
He
not
forgot
using
about
it. Yeah, I'm just.
Waste of
mine,
an
man.
abacus.
He's 1,000 yards staring after this question.
But I think that's our target.
I think you're right. Best chemical
He hates.
reaction.
He
fire.
hates that you offhand said maybe an arguably true thing.
Yeah.
He hates
He's
that you're
so
like, shit,
pissed.
is he right? Wait.
well, Doc, do you want to set fire to the lumberyard or what?
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, this sounds like a group project. I think we could have a lot of fun with this. We can get creative. Okay.
Yeah.
We got the bottles for it.
You guys didn't use any?
No.
I mean, obviously not.
No, I think
I
it
kept
would have
my-
caused.
Check his breath.
Smell
We're
test.
basically trying to keep our credibility, at least with the ones on top. So if we would have set something up here and left the note that we did, it wouldn't be too kosher. But if we just destroy supplies,
Make it look like an accident.
exactly.
When did you guys say for this Dawn Tree to come see us? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow night.
There was no date mentioned.
I thought we.
I thought I said tomorrow night.
I also thought he said tomorrow night.
Okay. 2 against 1, I lose.
3.
So yeah, we have a whole
I don't have my abacus.
We have 24 hours to start a fire.
We could do it
Yeah.
after. But I think it's good to scout lumberyard.
You guys already scouted the lumberyard.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, why
I'm
don't we
forgetful.
just
Let's just set it on fire. Come on.
set it on fire? We'll go to bed.
You guys scouted the shipyard, the lumberyard, and the food warehouse.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember now.
We got 3 bottles. That's 3 targets.
Flashback. There they are. Flash here. We're back.
Wow,
we
we're
can-
fast.
Hey, that's so
One
Raven.
sneaks in with the whiskey rope.
To yourself. To your own point of view. You're not psychic, you're just remembering.
Yeah. I'm not looking into the future. I'm looking in the past.
For experience I had.
Yeah.
And you get a whole. Yeah, we all remember, dude.
Whoa.
Looks like an Austin Powers fourth wall break.
Everybody looks and addresses the camera, and then they look back. Okay.
So we just dump the whiskey rope in the lumber, and then
Yeah.
what? Doc sets it on fire from.
So you guys remember there was like 30 to 40 ships being built. And the lumberyard isn't, as I am assuming you're picturing, one big stack of lumber. It's not all just in one big stack. You know, there's like 40 ships being made, and it's like a lot of stack.
Well, they're all connected
Any-
by wood, right?
by a fuse. So it's not like a one source situation. This would be a series of events that you guys would have to have a serial. Dude, I don't know words. The word
No,
for arson. The word for arson.
Burn.
Fire? What is fire?
All right.
The food was in one big warehouse.
We don't need to burn the food.
That's just cooking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can burn the.
That's chemical reaction, baby. Cooks
It is.
food, blows up
Don't get
shit.
me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
We can definitely burn the future boats.
Yeah. There's like 30 of them though. I don't think they'll all
Or
catch.
43.
Yeah, but in the lumberyard there's about 30 that are being built. They want to use 43 for the blockade.
Oh. So do we need to keep track of how many boats are burning so in our report?
No.
We could light the boats on fire. I'm sure they're dry docked and risen, so if the supports burn, then they tip and cause a domino flame.
I feel like
I
we
just
set
wanna,
something
I
on
wanna,
fire.
I wanna jump into the brain waves.
Okay.
So, when you guys are like, you guys heard a lot of logistics information. You can report all of it. It's not a test from me. It's not like a school test. I said 43 because we asked for a number. But like, you guys have the number of the ships, you have the logistics information, you have the dry dock information, and you have the ability to report it. So don't worry about like that. In my opinion, is not the important part of the information. That's like the details on the information.
Yeah.
And you guys have collected a lot of that information. So don't stress too much on the difference of like numbers to numbers. But
Gotcha.
like the actions, like we burned the ships, we peed in their food or whatever you're gonna want to do. Like the macro, like we're gonna do a check, we're gonna do a thing, and then the macro effect will either happen or not happen, or like partially happen, and then I'll deal with that. But like, try not to get caught too much in the like
Definitely report
43
it.
versus 26.
we should call home. Hey, blah blah blah. And then let's, just light something on fire. It could be that. And I'll pull out one of the bottles. It could be that right there.
I'm okay with it.
Let's do it.
The crazy eyes, Bow Bow.
Light it.
Light
Carry
it.
the flaming thing across.
It's
town.
lit.
No. Put it out.
Put it out.
Oh, come on.
I light it back up.
Hey.
Looking Molotov peekaboo right now.
Title of my sex tape.
What does it mean?
Okay, well. I just feel like that went so smooth. I feel like we need to do something else. Well, maybe that's not the.
I gotta fuck something up today.
So you guys can go to those places. There's the guards outside the warehouse on the dock. There's the food. There's Cervini and Co. They mentioned Bally contacts here in town.
Where are the
In that
Bally
conversation, he
contacts?
mentioned that he was talking to the Bally through contacts here in this port.
What about
We might-
the
Stuff was
We're
stolen
talking
from
about
Cervini and Co.
You might want to talk to
He
the
mentioned
Bally.
that the church was not telling him information, and that he had to have the messenger was from some kind of spy or person, that he had to find out this information through third party or like his own spies from the church, because he knew they were hiding stuff from him and he didn't trust them. So there's various areas of fallout and areas of interest around
Siddle?
Yeah.
Ivan?
Hmm.
I mean, maybe I'm just amped up on adrenaline from the heist, but I mean, what do you guys think? All right, well, fuck me.
Be honest,
Well-
I had some of the that bottle I bought.
You had
It's good.
Drunk on the dock here?
Yeah, little bit. You want some?
I'm good.
you
Sounds
smell
good.
his
Again.
breath, it's just turpentine. Ow.
All right, Siddle's hammered.
I don't know
Honks his
what
nose.
priority we should take next.
Elias, what about your thing? Don't we gotta go get your dad or something?
Yeah, but he's all the way in Colonia, you know.
Do we know
Mariners.
that? What if we went and stole some stuff out of there?
You guys already have.
Over Mariners Port, you want to go all the way back to Colonia and steal from there?
Yeah.
Right now.
No,
Yeah.
not right now, but we could think about it.
Oh, we're destroying everything he's got.
Gosh, that's the type of shit I want to get up to.
There's a different flammable warehouse.
Right.
August, is us talking about burning warehouses, is that bothersome?
No.
Okay.
I also don't know if that was the best way to handle that situation.
Well, someone had to say it.
Let
Oh,
us
nobody
take this
had to
church
say it.
down. Anything goes.
Hey, you got PTSD? You triggered?
What triggers you? This?
How does this feel?
He's claustrophobic. Ho, ho, ho! He's giving that energy.
I'm a claustro. Whoa.
What are you guys doing? Indecision?
I don't have anything to fuck with food. We can at least check out the warehouse, but burning the lumberyard sounds really fun
Food
and cool.
is a lot of dry grain.
Well, if
So
we
that's
go,
flammable. It's
Yeah.
not like vacuum seal. It's like grain,
well, don't we,
hardtack.
Doc? Don't you have a bomb ready to go too?
Yeah, but I'd rather use this bottle.
Let's just
I mean,
let's just
guys
pour
want-
it all over the food. I think that's the best bet.
all right.
Let's just fuck up their food supply.
What if they get hungry though? And then everyone's around town and they're all grumpy, and then now it's our problem.
No, it's
It
still
Yeah,
their
already is our
problem.
problem.
It is local
Hey.
authority's problem, not our problem.
Rude to go for a man's food.
How much food do you guys have?
Not much.
I
I
have
have 2 days of rations.
1 day of rations left.
Maybe we take some food and burn rest.
I don't really need it, but it's up to you
We can
guys.
Put it in the hole at least.
Yeah.
Well, that's where all food goes.
If we
But
burn
Ivan,
everything,
can't you cook?
If given enough time, yes, I could prepare enough.
40 pounds.
Not an awe-inspiring answer. Can you cook?
oh, that's right. We
Give
had
it
the
enough
top wall.
time.
Preparation is key.
Forgot we can't. And then we could also posture him, Ivan, as a new religious figure in the town. Now that the other one's gone.
I don't know if we want to
Oh.
be pushing any religious figures
Yeah,
in
Shit.
town at the moment. The
especially Lathander.
political landscape is a little.
It'll-
All right. Look, I'm
You'll
trying
be
to
a
have fun
beacon.
tonight. What?
I think we just fuck up their food.
All right, let's burn the food.
Let's burn their food.
Yeah, let's buy some
We'll,
food.
we'll head back to their food court. Their Panda Express and Taco Bell.
The Sabaros.
Their Sabaros, bro. Their
Best pizza.
Shroops.
I miss Sabaros.
Classic
Best
New
New
York
York pizza I've
slice.
ever had.
Yeah, the classic New York slice and Sabaros.
Okay.
At the
So-
airport, it's true.
Airport Sabaros. I love New York pizza.
There's an awesome pizza spot at LaGuardia Airport. You should go.
Stay tuned for the Thalass Gaming pizza reviews coming soon.
All right, so you guys start heading towards the encampment portion. The added on portion where the kind of standing military is camped out before waiting for these transport ships. This area is kind of inside of a quick palisade style wall and like berms. It's not all walls, but like piled up dirt, fresh cut trees used to support it, and it is patrolled. It has an active kind of patrol and guard, along with some static guard posts around, but there are patrolling guards around. So you see the front way in here from the side of the city where the main gate is, but you probably need to try to find a way in, figure out the guards. It's gonna take some finesse to get in there and get out. That's kind of the situation here. So it's like, let me give you a little more, sorry. It's like the city is here, off to the side, kind of quickly built up around the dry dock portion kind of situation is round kind of walls, guards walking on the top of the maybe like 10-foot tall post. It's not all like straight walls, some of it's dirt, but the key will be kind of in like trying to figure out timings or distraction or shoot a guy in the face and hope that it's, quiet Splinter Cell situation.
Yeah.
And then inside, it is highly unlikely to go unnoticed, So you'd probably have to go with more of a blend-in situation. Hide in plain sight kind of thing, not nobody's gonna see me. There's hundreds of soldiers in a tightly, densely packed camp, so
Rooftops?
it's more tents. Tents and pavilions than permanent buildings.
And the food stash is stored in...
There's like, from your last time going around, there is a side closer to the water side that has these big tents, basically. They're keeping it dry. And then lots of barrels and crates kind of situation. Feel free to also ask any other, like, theater of the mind style
What if we went
clarifying
up
questions.
through the water? Up and over? Then we're in.
We could do water. You said there was like a perimeter.
There's a perimeter.
Is it
Yeah.
like metal fencing, wooden fencing? Is it fence?
It's
at all?
like wooden poles with dirt piled up on the backside. So it's like a bulwark of like earth and wood.
Oh, okay.
It's very much like get your shovels out, build the wall for camp, like ditch, wall. It was put together very quickly.
Gotcha.
This isn't
okay.
like a permanent encampment. You guys would also notice everyone inside has uniforms. They're all wearing Relindor uniforms.
I could also, potentially, lob a ball of fire at the tents to set them ablaze.
I also probably could as well. But we don't want to set the tent on fire. We want to set the food on fire.
Okay. These are good ideas, I think.
Check. 60 feet.
How far away could you throw the fire?
About
hasn't done it before, but he could
150
go.
feet.
How much?
About 150 feet. I've thrown a fireball before.
You can also toss a piece of flame 120 feet-ish.
Oh shit, we don't even have to get that close.
We might have to, though. We're not trying to set the tent on fire, we're trying to set the food on fire. If we can't see what we're aiming.
But what if we do a distraction with the tents, and then while they're distracted with the fire in the tents, we get a little bit closer and light the food on fire?
It's not bad either.
Is there a...
Make a history check about what's happening.
Well,
It's not very hard.
Everybody?
If you're in the planning, I'm picturing this as like
okay.
a planning.
guidance.
Like, remember, this is the Sherlock Holmes Enter Your Mind Palace of details that we've picked up across town over the
Gotcha,
weeks
yeah,
and
yeah.
skipped weeks.
I rolled a total of 10.
Same.
Ivan and Cedal, you know that there are patrols of guards through the town as well that venture out into the more dark corners. As you guys were leaving, the kidnapping, you had to dodge some of these. So you already have kind of got an idea of the frequency and like where patrols go in the darker portions of town. So they potentially seem like a vulnerability, as well as yeah, I think that's. I don't want to drive too much.
Mhm.
I look to August. Maybe this is a one guy thing?
Yeah.
You can change your face if we get you an outfit. One of these wandering guards. I know they usually don't travel alone, but maybe you and Vic this time? Do you know any fire magic?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lantern I can throw.
I could lob one 240 feet.
No, but we gotta see what we're aiming. Maybe the lantern won't be a bad idea.
I got a smoke bomb, too.
I don't think we need smoke.
I'll, is there a rooftop that overlooks the area that I can get up to?
Yeah.
I could survey from the rooftops. I could provide support if needed.
Yeah.
This gives us some flexibility.
Alright.
And I'll jog
I'm gonna roll
off.
perception. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Perceive.
Gentleman's 20.
A gentleman's 20. It's like this is an Ocean's 11 kind of thing that you're able to spot. So you see the tent. It's a large, I'm picturing like 2-pole circus tent. There's only 2 guards at the front of it. It doesn't seem to be people coming in and out. The rest of the camp is very dense. There's pretty much no way that someone's going to get through without being seen. So from your position, you see that if they're going to go in there, it's going to have to be a disguised situation. And with the 20, you see, leaving out one of the side gates, a patrol of 6 Relindori heading into town.
I'll scramble down and get back to the group as quickly as I can. Alright. We should probably go somewhere that's not here. Patrol just left the camp. This discussion can wait. We should move.
Alright, lead.
And I will try
With the
and...
20, yeah, you were able to tell where they were going. You kind of cut a few streets over, head up in the direction you think they were walking, and as you kind of peek a corner, I mean, these guys they're not moving quick. They're on like a night patrol, in a place that they find super safe. They're not a high alert situation. They're kind of casually walking.
Defenders light guides.
You guys all
Alright.
see these soldiers coming.
Lathander
As
like
you guys do the Scooby-Doo peek of all your heads stacked up.
With Siddle being at the very bottom.
The biggest one.
I think I'm gonna prepare.
I'm laying down just on the thing. I'm pretty drunk.
What if we... Well... Are they coming down a road, or is it a smaller...
It's smaller. It's not like a back alley, but it's a smaller situation. There's lots of alleys on the sides, which they're kind of peeking in as they go. They're on patrol.
I think we strike quick. Strike hard.
Before we get this started, did we long rest after our last battle?
No.
Battle?
Nope. Okay.
You guys long rested after you killed Thalmor.
Yep.
But not today. I think you should be long rested.
Yeah, we should be fine. We should be...
Flashback to when we long rested.
You
Yeah.
should have it.
Well, no, because you guys leveled up after you fought him, which means you rested.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And there hasn't been another, unless you've used spells and you guys shopped and you guys followed. A scrying spell was used by Ivan on the two guys taking the chest, and I think maybe a second spell was used, but I'm not sure. Other than that, I think that's the only resources used.
Okay.
Alright, I mean, we getting these. You guys just put them to sleep or something, or we take them down?
If they're in a group, I can try and cast sleep.
Yeah, they're in a group.
Within 5 feet of each other? Or at least some of them?
Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah,
within 5 feet. Or within 5 feet of each other, like a chain. Does it chain? How does sleep work now?
The sleep is a 5-foot radius sphere. No.
Yeah, you could get
So they're within
Like 3 or
4
2
out
or
of 6,
something?
probably 4 out of 6. Like it's not a
Oh.
huge walkway. Yeah.
I think that's good. I'll cast sleep on the back 4 out of 6.
I picture them walking like 6 on a dice, like 2 rows
Yeah,
of 3.
3.
So if you did it like between 4 of them, that would probably hit 4.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do the back 4. I'll cast sleep.
Right now, we're casting it.
Yeah.
Let's get
Okay.
ready to rumble.
Citadel is very excited for combat again.
All right,
If
roll
he
initiative.
sees spells going, he's ready. He wants to jump in.
Hi, Mamie. Oh, don't hit that button. Would you print my screen? He wants to save the moment. Screenshots from
Just
Bob.
accidentally turned into a TPK.
Ooh.
Pretty crazy.
This would be a crazy group to die to.
Turns out they're level 20 retired adventurers.
Just need Ivan's initiative roll.
Damn, these are some high ones.
Speak for yourself.
I am.
All right, so surprise round. Elias is casting sleep. That's what we're gonna start on.
It's crazy.
August, would you like to switch initiatives? Sorry,
yeah.
Clay, if that's a pain.
I don't think it's that hard. Is it that hard? August and Ivan. Okay.
Excuse me.
How about don't push my hand while I'm typing? That's crazy.
It's a wisdom save from those back 4. Bow bow, stop fighting, dude.
That's gonna hit me? Get out of here. You're crazy. Yeah, so wisdom saves. Oh, there's so many. 6 wisdom saves.
That's the sound of wisdom.
Did 2 go through? What's my save DC?
16.
Well, it's gonna be way easier if none of them pass. None of them pass. Thank God, that was gonna just mechanically be annoying. Alright, let's go to... I've played these games before.
Okay, so those back 4 are incapacitated at the moment.
I think all of them failed.
But I can only hit 4 of them,
Got a
right?
map
4 of
for
the
this?
6.
No. Let me turn the music off since we have music now. And then, just because I was like, we'll do theater of the mind, and then I was like, oh, he's going to ask me a bunch of questions. and,
You're not wrong.
and then I was like, we got alleys. Who needs their dock? All right, there are you guys. And then, library. Humanoid. We're not thinking too hard about this. They don't look like Conan the Barbarian. But all of these in the back are purple for incap. Is that right? But I meant incap, not the color. Yeah, I pictured him walking in like this kind of situation. Yeah.
Ooh, hey, SpongeBob.
All right.
Go
So
look
that's
up.
Elias. Vic.
I'm gonna take
You
my
see
cloak.
the four in the back kind of have this like, ooh.
I'm gonna take my cloak that Doc made me. Hold it up like kind of like bat wings,
Mm-hmm.
and
Just run.
yeah, maybe I'll sprint by.
Naruto run.
Yeah, I'll run past him and just kind of try to scare tactic them.
Do you just want to sprint by him?
But making noise.
Surprise round? How big are you action dashing? I guess you can move your guy. I don't have to move before
Oh,
you.
bonus action dash. But just run by him. Oh, where am I? Oh,
We're in, yeah. I think I summoned everybody.
let's see my guy though. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I'll just kind of get here, and then in my cape, I'll like kind of go backflip off of this and land here. And I don't.
I feel like I just give me an intimidation check.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for.
Oh yeah.
Just
It feels
bow
it
to
just
me!
kind
I'm
of,
gonna make some like this would be the first time Vic has ever tried to use a voice, and it's not good. Bow to me! That's a natural 3 for 9.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a
Very
natural
nice.
20. Like, please, like your fucking spooky Batman voice all of a sudden. All right. That was Elias' turn. August, what are you providing to this surprise situation?
Do a. We'll do a third level Bane. I'm gonna try to Bane 5 of them.
Sure. What's that roll?
It is a
Wisdom?
charisma save of 15.
All right. 1.
I'm gonna get the 4 purple guys and then the 1 guy in the front.
Wow. So 3 passes, 4 passes, 17, 20, 18. And then guy in front's baned. I'll do that. And then this one guy is bow bow. That's a pain in my ass. Alright. A lot of high rolls on that one.
Okay, then I guess with my movement, I'm gonna come to this corner behind the barrel.
Alright. Next up is Seedle.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start raging, reaching for my maul, but I'm so like double-sided from drunk, I can't get it, so I'm just gonna say fuck it. And instead of balloon dick, I get the claws, and I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna move. I have 40 feet. I'm gonna do 5 to this diagonal.
Yep.
30. Put myself right here, and I'm gonna swing with the claws on this first one. So I think I get.
He's gonna be F.
27 to hit.
Yeah.
For 10 plus 2 from rage, 12 total.
He looks fucked up.
He's gonna get the second claw for 14 to hit.
Miss.
All right.
Wow.
They have long swords. He kind of on the second one was able to parry your hand away.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use extra attack, and I'm gonna hit him with a third claw.
Mm-hmm.
For 25 to hit.
Yep, it's
a little less. Well, 10 damage this time. He's still standing after that.
How do you want to?
Oh, just the jugular, just the whole throat. Like I can see his spine.
So blood sprays out. He has a slash across his armor, through his mail, and then just blood spray onto your face.
And then
he's dead.
Yep. With the last claw, I will turn to the other one in the front of the line and try to hit him.
How many attacks do you get? Is that the claw thing? You get 2 extra attacks?
I have 2 hands and I do extra attacks, so like 4 attacks total.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For 27 to hit. Oh, fucking
27 hits.
Rolling hot.
You always do the balloon dig, but the claws seem strong as fuck.
10 total with the rage damage.
All right.
And I already bonus action and moved, so that's my turn.
All right. A is up, which is this guy. Sleep, I do it at the start of my turn? Danny?
Yeah, those
Wisdom
4.
at the start, and then if I fail...
You're asleep, yeah.
Alright, he's asleep. Somebody knock him down. Second one. 17 passes, right?
Yeah.
So is he good? He's clean?
Yeah, he's clean.
Alright. This guy is Wisdom with Bane. For already failed, but -2 for 13. So he is... This guy's asleep. Next one. Natural 4. He's asleep too. And then... So if they pass, they get to take their turn, right?
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna come in and charge, because you've established yourself as an enemy combatant. Very aggressively, you Wolverine this guy in the throat.
Autoban.
He's swinging at you for a 12.
12 misses.
Second attack, a 19.
19 hits.
For 12 slashing damage.
Alright, I'm raging, so that's half. 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Other guy's gonna swing at you.
Mm-hmm.
For natural 19 for 23 for minimum damage 3. Second attack 13, which probably misses.
13 misses, yep.
Yep. Doc,
Me?
you're up. Fuck
Pull
yeah.
Pull my goo gun, pop in a vial, and the guy that just ran up is not slept. That should have been slept. I'm gonna blast him with
With your goo?
a ray of sickness here.
Okay.
Does the 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Fuck. Well. Bonus action. Nothing, I guess. I'll stay where I am.
Yeah, I'll move up closer.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright.
That sucks.
I bet. Who did you miss? These guys are pretty high AC for their level 2, because they're soldier boys.
Oh.
The one to the left of Citadel, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on. I need a Wisdom
So,
saving
this guy?
throw.
Wisdom save, he's not veined. 16.
He fails. He is paralyzed.
Alright.
Wait, when you say,
And then top of the order
or was it this guy?
for Vic.
My Citadel's left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you did some, you say
Vic's
you
up.
paralyzed?
Batman ran around.
Yeah.
I am gonna keep my face covered as much as possible. Head this way. And then just try to grapple this guy.
Yeah. Athletics.
17.
He rolled huge. 22.
If that doesn't work, I will use the rest of my movement to bonus action. Ah!
You just come up trying to get him, and he like shrugs you off, and then you fucking
Yeah, I'm.
Elias.
It's a big cone.
Hey, get coned, would you?
God damn.
Hey,
Okay, I could get all of them. They're all in the cone.
they will wake up if they take damage.
Yes, I know.
And you will run away, and I will be in the front line, so thank you.
You can't complain about being in the front line.
I can, I love it.
Barbarian.
This is what I'm here for.
Me in the front line got slashed with a sword. You're like, I'm cool. I actually don't care. Meow meow.
Instead I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
cast
Go on.
Mind Whip on this yellow one here.
That's the paralyzed one from Ivan, I think, right? Yeah, paralyzed? Yeah.
Yeah, do you have advantage on paralyzed?
What is
Then,
paralyzed?
Then
After his
actually,
turn.
sorry. Can I do the one over here?
It doesn't end it if you attack him.
I know, but I want to do this guy
Yeah.
instead.
You can do
You wanna do
whichever
that
you
guy?
wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna do him.
Automatic critical hits for melee attacks.
Mind Whip is a int save.
It's saved. Do you fail saves with Mind Whip? Saving throws, you automatically fail strength and dex. Okay.
No, the other guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Oh, okay. I'll go
Learning.
away. I'll go away now.
I'm just learning because I don't
I'll
know
go
what's
delete a
happening.
different board.
Yeah, go delete a board, would you? Hey, clean my boards
On my
up.
way.
Int save. 6.
6 will fail. He is going to take 8 points of psychic damage. And it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It gets only
Okay.
one of the 3.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
And then I'll move back 5 feet. Hee.
August.
I will. I'll move up a little bit. And I will do a starry wisp on the guy right in front of me.
Yep.
13?
Miss.
Alright, never mind.
Cito. Oh, sorry.
Anything else?
Bonus action. I'll give a bardic to Cedal.
Remind me, is that 8 on anything, or what is it?
Yeah, D8 on any D20 roll.
Cool.
You're up.
All right, rage is still flowing. I'm gonna look back at the one that hit me with the sword, but I'm gonna do 2 claw attacks on the one in front.
You auto crit.
Well, the paralyzed one auto crits.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! All right, I did not hear that. Sorry, let me get to my. So what is that? 2d8 plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With the rage is 19 damage.
How do you want to kill him? Or how do you want to do what you're doing?
I just eviscerate him, take out right across the gut, just intestines and everything spilling out.
All right.
And then I turn around and I hit this
With
other
the one
guy.
attack, he's done.
Yep. I don't know if I can do, like, I'm gonna say it took 2 of my claws on the one, so my second attack would be on
That's
this other
not.
guy.
You can use it.
All right.
Unless it specifically says the same target, but attack. Just as you use an attack, you get 2.
It deals.
It's not. Doesn't have to be on the same guy.
It doesn't say specifically.
Just roll it.
Yep. All right. It'll get 3. First one is natural
Hits.
20.
Crits.
Yep. 14 with
He's
rage.
12 life.
I got 2 more claws. Let's see.
How you doing it?
Oh, just a total. Okay, I thought you meant after my hit.
No.
He
No,
he
you
gets
got
beheaded.
before the hit.
It goes through the neck.
Okay. So as combat ends and quiet comes to this,
I'm just on the barrel like this. And just...
as
There's
quiet
a hell.
comes,
I thought... I didn't know we were gonna slaughter them, Siddle.
you guys see 4 sleeping guards and or 3 sleeping guards and 3 that have been eviscerated and disemboweled and decapitated.
Someone take the booze away from him.
Literally, give me the bottle.
Yep. No
he
more.
looks back. He looks back with the classic like angry Wolverine pose, just like.
Siddle, what the hell was that? We were just trying to get their clothes.
All right, we gotta strip these fellas off.
Well,
So 2 of
me a
them are heavily damaged clothes and covered in blood. The decapitation I'm not counting as heavily damaged.
I save you 1. You look at me funny. Maybe defense.
You dress like a clown.
Yeah.
Oh.
To be fair,
Oh,
that one is
no.
not on him.
I'll take one of the clean ones.
I would also prefer the clean one.
I also would like a clean one.
You guys are just not waking these sleepers up. And then there's disemboweled and slash across the chest, slash across the throat, and decapitation. Those are the options. Decapitation out of those is probably in the best shape.
I'll take decapitation and I'll mend.
And then The slit
Whatever.
throat is covered in blood and has some slices, and then the disemboweled is covered in all of that at the tummy level.
Siddle, what,
I
are you going to fix this? You know, these.
fix what? They're
The whole
soldiers.
point was to get these clothes in as pristine condition as possible.
And you went for the claws instead of your.
The one time you've never used those claws before. And the
You
one
used
time
a
that we
blunt
needed
object the entire time we've known you.
Look, I guess
precision.
Siddle doesn't come. Siddle just doesn't come.
You said you could mend them, Ivan. What was it?
Well, I think between Elias' skill and a bit of magic, yes.
All
I
right. Well,
think we
Siddle,
can...
I think you just won
That's
yourself the distraction roll.
What I count on. I count on mend. I can distract. I distract real good. You want me to distract?
We do need to kill these other guys, but after we get the clothes off of them.
Yeah, now you got 3 sleepers and 3 dead, and you got this was also sitting in your plate.
Well, what did they see?
You know, I use claws. I couldn't find my maul. I don't know.
Can't find your big ass maul? That's a
It's
problem.
on your back.
I don't know where to go.
It's
Did
on
one
his
of
back
you
right now.
All right,
sneaky
no more
hands?
turpentine for Siddle. Jesus.
Yeah.
The All right. Well, I guess if they saw us, I don't know. Feels rude just to kill him, but maybe we could tie him up and make it look like a. You guys ever? I heard a tale of like a.
While this is going on, I'm just gonna start dragging bodies into an alleyway. Like, I'm just so set on trying to get everything out of the
Yeah,
street.
yeah.
Where I'm from, there's like a chupacabra.
I don't know what that is, and
My-
I don't know if there's
Writing
one
down
here.
Relador
Fey
Chupacabra.
realm chupacabra.
That sounds terrifying.
It is terrifying. It would sneak into farms of, and then slaughter all their cattle at night.
Suck
Kind of like
off all
this.
their goats.
These are
It
men.
was an actor in the
Are you-
circus. by
Where
that
did you
name.
get that?
Oh, these.
Yeah.
It's a story.
'Cause-
It's
Sometimes when you get angry, you just pull out a balloon animal.
Now you have become the animal. You see
It's
this.
giving trauma.
You are serving trauma.
it is. I
With
I
this-
get from
That seems
my
like
mother.
a different side. Oh,
She was. What word? I forget. Like in. Oh, the claw is in your face.
don't call
Sorry,
Not-
I was
Not
just-
everybody
I was
is your
thinking about-
ex-wife.
I was thinking about Robin. She's not my ex yet.
He wishes
It goes
he
from
was there.
claw to like hand on the shoulder, and it's just like, no, my mother not bitch. She's sweet. She raised me. She worked in circus. She was lycanthrope. She was
It's just the time.
abused many years, used as attraction.
We don't need
I-
a full story. I
I'm
was
sorry.
hoping for-
Wait, roll back. You said.
Yeah,
you
Ivan,
said a
we're gonna-
what?
Hold on, we're gonna talk about this later. I'm not sleeping for that much longer.
Sorry.
Let's get the clean clothes. Let's get the clothes. We'll smear some
fine.
blood on their weapons. We'll put
Loken,
the head in one of their laps, and then we'll just leave.
Oh my god.
Siddle, we have got to
I
discuss
like to
your
leave the
lord
chains a
Robin.
little loose so they have hope.
Can I tie a bell around one of their necks and then hog tie them with a rope?
Yeah, but make sure their
Yeah.
weapons are covered in their people's blood, not ours.
No, you do 2 of them and then I'll put the one guy in a bell and then be like the confused one who goes like, I don't know.
Okay. I like this.
I'll
But
tell
I'm
him.
gonna I'm gonna put blood on their hands. And
Wait, you're trying to hangover these guys into thinking that they like was slaughtered.
Put yesterday's newspaper next to him too.
You did a sleep spell.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't roofie these guys. Alright, yeah, you guys do that.
perfect.
I'm not gonna stop you.
Ooh, wait. Little touch. Give me. I'll take out my bottle of alcohol that I have.
Not the time.
You see what it do. You think, I pop it, and I pour a little bit of it on the not dead bodies so that they smell like alcohol.
Turpentine.
Strong alcohol. Anything
It's
drunk?
like a wood grain alcohol.
I'll tussle their hair a little bit, maybe too. You know what I mean?
At least put it in their mouths.
It's alcohol in the chemical sense of it as alcohol.
I'll do that too. Yeah, I'll like force.
even.
I'll force feed them all the 3 a shot, and hopefully they don't wake up. If not, I'll put them back to sleep.
Yeah, there's no roles for this, guys. This is just your choice on what's happening.
Let's go. Let's change up and go.
Yep. All right.
All right, so what are we doing about the damaged uniform? We're doing mending, and then we're doing anything about the buckets of blood on one of them and the viscera on the other.
I think we just don't use the 2.
Somebody has pressed the dissertation, yes.
No.
The best cantrip in the game. My favorite cantrip, at least.
I mean,
You guys can take the time to wash them. So
in my distraction, do I need one? Am I getting one? If I'm getting one, I'll take the worst shaped one.
I don't need to go in.
I don't want to go out on a limb, but I don't think you guys have a plan.
This was the first plan.
Which was one guy going on a roof and saying, "There's no time to talk. Let's go."
We're 3 for 3 in plans.
And now we're
3 for
flash
3.
forward to you guys standing over some bodies that have been hangover.
I just figured we were getting the outfits and then just
Sneaking in.
going in, or sneaking in. Yeah.
Right. I also figured that, but now you're saying you're not using 2 of them.
Hey, does
Yeah, because I don't think it's worth the slip of the disguise.
Yeah.
So
It's
then
noticeable that they're ruined and bloodied.
What is the move, I guess, is my...
Yeah.
Infiltration.
Yeah, us.
Alright, so
4 of us.
2 of us, 3 of us have to hang back. Well, no,
2.
I guess 4 can go in. Yeah.
The decapitation was clean.
I knew
Ivan,
it.
you
We
don't
have 4 outfits.
prestidigitation, do you?
Do what?
Prestidigitation.
God, nobody bring it. That's hilarious.
That's awesome. I love it. It's great.
Every time I get a choice to take it, I'm always going to I love that spell.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I would have if I could have.
It's awesome.
Not higher. Next one.
It's awesome. Nope, I can't. That was a tie.
Damn.
All right, so you guys, 4 of you have changed. What's the move? The 4-2 split. Bowling's feared 4-2 split.
Diddle, who do you think is the best person to go with you for your distraction?
Well, I'll tell you that I'm not very quiet. I don't know if these
Alright.
cloaks, so...
There we go.
Well, I
That'll
actually
do it.
trust you to
Diddle.
look over this guy, too. Make sure he doesn't fucking
You'll just
go
point me in
werewolf on
direction.
fucking neighbors.
We'll make it.
Alright, so that puts me in suit number 4?
Yep.
Shit.
All right, so I'm gonna move us forward here. You guys get to outside of the camp. Cue distraction. What is happening? We're resolving the distraction first, and that's going to influence what the rest of the situation has. So, what is this distraction, and what are we doing?
Is there a stable or a bunch of horses nearby?
Inside.
Okay.
We're still outside the perimeter, you know.
In that case, I'm going to cast Daylight. I'll probably cast Daylight somewhere, like maybe on top of a building. I'm trying to read to see if I have to see point within range. A 60-foot radius. Yeah, so I'll cast Daylight kind of like in an alleyway, and so the light just like spills out, and trying to attract people's attention that way. That is what I will do as part of. If there is a stable outside, I was gonna try and disturb horses and all that, but this feels in the dark of night.
You know that your distraction partner is going to light up with the giant sphere of daylight. You, as an equal member of this distraction party, what's going through your head?
Cito's still drunk. He's just amazed at all of a sudden daylight.
So you're not doing anything?
I got nothing. No, I was gonna
Okay.
I was gonna like juggle through
I'll
town.
do the distraction. I got nothing.
I even had a plan from the get-go. We didn't even talk about what it would be. He's
fine.
just doing his thing.
Clarifying.
I'm just
clarifying before I go past you.
No,
I don't want you to feel like, oh, I didn't have an opportunity to do the thing I wanted.
So
I just wanted to clarify.
I'm just
with the
I'm
spotlight
staying
now.
out of the way of the other four.
Okay, so we're gonna flash back and forward at the same time, a double flashback. We're gonna flash forward to the infiltration team, knowing from the flashback that you guys discussed this plan of the daylight and the nothing before you guys got into this position you're in.
Still remember to cover
knowing
your
that
eyes.
the distraction was going to be daylight. What is your guys' plan when the daylight happens?
I think just hop the shortest part of the perimeter. I mean, it's a quickly built thing from what I imagine, so I bet it was
What if
like...
we just walk in?
Could walk in.
We could just walk in.
We could run in, like, oh shit, daylight, we gotta go.
Yeah, but it's in the opposite...
Oh shit,
I didn't
daylight.
approve the daylight plan. I mean, the daylight.
Flashback to Vic being like, I don't know about the daylight. And then we're back.
Let's just walk in. Let's just walk in. Fuck it.
All right.
All right, Doc.
Who's
try
facing
to.
this?
Doc, hang low. Let one of us three do the talking. Let's let August do the talking up front. But
Yeah, I'm gonna change my face to one of the guys that we fought.
Yeah. As you get close, it's dark, and then as you're within maybe 10 or 15 feet, and the two guards at the perimeter, like, gate. Hey, and then spotlight behind you, big, bright sphere. What's that?
What
you should check it out.
We got the other two over there.
Wisto's tied, maybe drunk. You should go.
You guys got drunk on patrol?
We weren't on patrol. We're on break.
Long one.
Deception check. A long one, he jerked.
We're on a 15-minute break. Got slammed.
I think advantage for Vic on the alley oop there for the help action on the long one.
It's a 15 on the first roll, 17 on the second.
Guidance.
And a guidance. Ooh, that's an one. Their own campaign. Freaking long one. I don't know why that made
21.
Nice.
Amazing.
21.
Yeah.
You see them go, God damn it, and they kind of go forward.
Sorry.
You guys should take a break too after you're done.
On me.
They ran past you. You guys enter the camp. It is
We're
very
soldiers. We
dense,
fuck around. Come on, guys.
very densely populated. He's in character. Very densely populated. You guys are going between tents here. It's so crowded that nobody notices you, kind of situation. But as you're bumping through, whoever's leading this through the crowd moment, can we make a survival check to get through without any as you're like trying to find the right way between the tents to not, you don't know exactly which way is the right way, the common walk paths, you're full winging it in here.
I'm going to take a survival if someone else wants to take the lead.
Doc, do you remember which way this place? Okay, I mean, I'll try, but
Guidance?
Can I help?
Yeah, you guys are in here together.
Alrighty.
All right.
Survival.
What's your chirp? Well, you gotta, when you do the help action, this new rule, you gotta chirp your
Just
help.
remember it's on the. I'll just say, just remember it's on the other end. It's near the water.
Near the water. Listen for the waves. I got it. 19 plus the
19.
4 of guidance.
Yeah, hell yeah.
22?
It's going
22.
good. There's a moment where you're like, shit, somebody's coming right at you. You're about to take a turn. But then you're like, oh, he's probably used to bumping into people. And you decide to kind of do like a slip by.
Yeah, sorry, sir. Oh.
And as you go by on the other side of that flap, there was like a very raucous group around a tent, drunk and gambling, that probably would have called attention to you and asked you guys questions, even if it was just drunken engagement. Those guys were gonna chirp something, but you dodged it. Decided to slip past the one guy. You continue kind of making your way through the camp successfully with 22. That's great. To the point where there's no more issues. Vic is in character. He's fully absorbed in the role.
Walk by people. How you doing tonight? Yeah.
And you guys get to the big 2-post tent, and there's the 2 outside, the 2 guards on the gate, the tent opening. You guys kind of stop a few feet back. It's a big circus tent with like 2 poles, so like the pointy 2 pole.
Yeah. But you
and
said
then
there's
like
2 guards up front.
There's 2 guards in the front where the tent's open.
Why don't you guys just go talk to the guards for a sec? Doc and I'll slip around back. I'll just cut open the tent. That will give us time to plant the bomb, right? We're planting a bomb. It sounds so fun.
I think we're soaking the food and lighting it up.
Yeah, we're just soaking the food. I wink at Doc.
Alright, Doc and I are the ones with the juice. So why don't you 2 talk to the guards and we'll slip around back.
You got a sword, right?
I have daggers.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that works.
I poke holes in this paper boat,
Matt, I kind of really want to be a part of the bomb part of it. I mean, the fire part.
All right.
I mean, we're kind of all responsible for all of it.
You're not there. Shut up.
But it's okay. No.
I
He poked his
honestly
head out
think,
from under the tent.
Yeah.
look, to be honest, I think Elias would probably have the hardest time blending into a face-to-face conversation.
That's true.
So, why don't I give him my bottle? He can ignite it with Doc and you and I as the faces.
All right, that works.
Distract.
All right, Doc.
That's actually a better plan.
Let's go move around.
Elias, Doc, these are very identifiable bottles. Let's not leave anything behind. All right.
Let's go.
Alrighty. We're gonna.
All right. Let's do our distraction check first from the engagers to keep the focus of the guards from any potential noises coming from inside the tent.
Right.
As I finish screaming, Lathander's light
I say,
will deliver you.
look, Ivan, I pirate. And I keep one eye open.
This is not the time.
I think Sill's laying down when he says that.
Looking right up at the sky. I'm a pirate.
I'm a pirate.
He has blood all over him.
He slit a guy's throat like this, and it just sprayed him.
It's
I'm
part
gonna go
of
up to
the
the
myth.
guards. standing at the front of the tent.
Yeah.
The 2 guards at the front, they just went to go check out that light. They need coverage.
It's not our job. That's the rest of the guards around the patrol.
Yeah.
We
Dummy.
guard.
No, we were just trying. Anything happened tonight? We were taking up the shift after you guys.
Deception check. I want to give you disadvantage for the fucking this idiot gesture, but I kind of also want to give you advantage for it, and I'm really torn. How about take an inspiration? Take a GM inspiration because I'm into it. I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna give you that.
Guidance?
25.
Don't need that. Okay.
25. Oh, you're John?
Yeah. We're up next. We're checking in.
You guys are here early. It's like an hour.
Yeah, I know. We were just,
I'm
You
new.
guys cool? You guys cool with starting now? I could
Yeah.
go eat. I'm hungry. I skipped lunch.
That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll teach
Yeah.
Jeremy here the ropes. Not literally, because I know the tent and everything. That's a joke that we do on our shift.
She's funny.
You see the other guy fucking just looking at the fucking tent jokes, and he kind of just walks away. They leave you.
All right, well that was easy. Now can we go? August. Can
The
we
other
burn
two
something?
are sneaking around the side, and they're gonna cut a hole in the side, or are you guys waiting to see how that went? That's 25. You guys are rolling so insane on these.
Yeah.
Yeah. It helps that I took expertise at level 6 in deception, but
I feel like
Hell
we
yeah.
get like 20 feet away and they walk off, and we're just like, oh. Do we still cut the tent? Let's cut the tent.
Yeah, we're cutting the tent.
We're cutting the tent.
We're getting in.
We're committed. We're gonna follow through on our side of the plan. All right, you guys cut the tent and go inside. What you find is what can only be described as a stockpile. Crates full of grains and oats and like things to make gruel on a ship that's gonna feed a lot of people. A lot of dry hardtack, baked, stacked really high. But also a barrel of lemons and several barrels of lemons, and next to that, really heavy barrels. And as you kind of push one, it sloshes.
Alcohol?
And as you investigate it, it's rum.
Oh. Bacardi 151?
These are like 50-gallon casks with rum.
I'm gonna pull out a beaker
Oh fuck! Remember that? Who's that song?
and get a little bit in my beaker and just taste it. Is it good rum? Or
Bacardi
is it
No.
151 rum.
It's like standard issue. Water goes bad at this time of the history, so they send alcohol to keep the water potable.
I'll finish the beaker, I'll put it away.
It is alcohol,
Check
and it's
mine.
not turpentine.
Let's torch it.
Yep.
I'll set mine here.
But there's like 60 barrels of this.
Let's pour it.
Alright. I'll just start trying to barrel
Tossing
them
over. Just
on their
spill it.
side.
Yeah.
It's like Repo. You guys are just like.
Yeah.
Careful!
Don't,
Careful!
Careful, yeah.
You guys are getting like the off-gassing so bad. It's just vapor in here. This liquid is just off-gassing alcohol vapor.
we're out front. Just
You
like,
guys' eyes, yeah, it's starting to smell out front like bad rum.
August, do you smell booze?
Yeah, it's probably the turpentine.
All right.
You guys take 20 minutes doing this. They said the next guard patrol's coming in an hour. Tom?
Jerry?
John.
John?
Jeremy?
John and Jeremy.
It never mattered.
It will.
Put him in the notes.
It's gonna matter. You. You guys are. Everything's ready. It's up to you. You guys have to choose your moment and what you're gonna do.
Considering the vapors, maybe it's time for us to go before this thing lights up.
Yeah. Well, we have to light it up. I can do it from a distance.
I got 240 feet. Just
Let's
saying.
get out of here. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll head towards the light. Maybe change your faces, you guys.
No, I don't feel comfortable doing that.
All right.
We could-
I'll change mine.
Just walk
Let's
right
go.
out, right?
Yeah. We try. Yeah. We just walk right out. We know where we're going from here.
All right. This is where I wish cool was a role. I loved the cool role in Star Wars.
It was
Like,
so
can you
good.
keep
That's
your
the-
cool right now? Like, how
Yeah.
good are you?
That's a good
Because
one.
it's not like a lie. It's not something. It's just like, are you you good, bro?
It could be a performance check.
Charisma
Performance
saving.
or
Yeah, I
charisma.
feel
I was
like
thinking
performance
charisma.
is the closest. So I'd like
Or
a
charisma
group-
save or
a
something,
Group,
Oh no.
Group strut check.
group
We're
performance
strutting.
check. A group performance check as you guys.
Cool guy walk away from explosions, sort of thing.
Yeah, as you guys walk away looking like you had nothing to do with what's about to happen, knowing the hell that is about to erupt in this camp.
Guidance for someone that needs it.
I'll take it.
I need it.
Oh.
You do-
I fucking need it.
Okay. Yeah, go. No, you don't.
Natural 20 for 17.
12?
Money is crazy.
Natural 20 is crazy on a -3 charisma. That makes sense though. I'm picturing the slow-mo like walk away. From
Doc has walked away from an explosion before.
and Doc is just like smoking a cigarette or something.
Yeah.
This is the first one in a long
No,
time that
you
hasn't
guys
gone
didn't
off in his
use the
face.
turpentine, and he's taken a sip of it since you
Yeah.
didn't use it.
No, it's both. I have a cigarette and the turpentine, both at the same
I'm the
time.
only one in our slow-mo that does the little like jumps at the explosion.
You guys didn't light anything. What are you guys? How are you setting it off?
Oh, that's right.
So as I'm down in the turpentine and cigarette in the mouth, turpentine in one hand, I just turn around and fire bolt. 240 feet. Over the wall.
We do the cinematic. The cinematic point of view of the firebolt. The camera follows through the camp, like by someone walking by, through a tent flap, under a rope, and then you see the dark opening to the inside of the tent getting bigger as it goes in. We cut to it like 5 or 6 times. Mythbusters truck getting ready to go to event. The last 10 feet we show 10 times.
And then go to commercial.
And then explosion. And this is not like the vapor that you guys are getting from this strong alcohol that's meant to be diluted with the drinking water. The entire tent, like the slow-mo shot, it inflates and then just starts breaking into little tent shards as the entire thing rips from the pressure wave. It's like pressure waves through the camp, all the tent flaps go. You just did like an air firebomb, fuel air explosion
Holy.
of, I said 60, like 50 gallon. Like, there's a lot of
Dude, that's
fuel.
a big bomb.
Plus dry food to keep it burning slow. Chaos. Insanity. After that, like 1 second of the slow-mo shot of the explosion of you guys. Now we have to do another get out of Dodge. And I want it to be, I think, dex saves as everybody starts moving at once. Every single soldier in this camp has gotten up from whatever they're doing and starts running in a direction that they feel like they need to be going. and you guys are trying to get to the exit. Your
Oh,
spirit falls
no.
apart. Everybody's under 10. Oh no, the first one was Vic's last roll. I thought everybody got under 10. But 12's not very good either. You guys start just like, it's like a mosh pit. Just everybody starts getting hit. Who's lowest? Doc falls down. You start getting stepped on. People are stepping on you, crossing you.
Fuck.
I still got the
Elias
bottle
sees
and a
Doc.
cigarette. I'm on the ground like,
You
"Fuck."
chip a tooth as somebody hits the bottle and it bogs you. Elias sees you get down. He starts to try to pick you up. Someone bumps him. He goes into a tent. Just into a random tent.
Fucking Christ.
August, 2 people are going and they're just pushing you and you kind of get separated. Vic also separated, pushed in a different direction, less dramatically. You guys are now all separated from each other
Oh no.
in this tent. We're just gonna go in the order here. Elias, you just popped through the side of a tent, fell down. The cloth is on top of you. You're trying to get out. How are you gonna? What's your plan? It's chaos. How's Elias get out of this situation? You don't know where anybody is.
Yeah, his first thing is finding the path of least resistance. I know it's pure chaos, but he's gonna try and just maybe, I don't know, it's hard to envision, but I'm getting out. That's his first thing. I'm getting out of this encampment. So path of least resistance as best as I can. Out. I don't know if people are going
All
towards
right,
the fire.
Make a survival check here for me.
Okay. 5.
All right, as you're looking around frantically, you see a direction towards the wall, and you're like, okay, that's it. And you start going.
Mm-hmm.
You're still not seeing anybody. As you come up from behind one of the tents, there's 2 guards coming down quickly off of the walls of the stairs. And... You, halt! What's going on?
The food exploded.
Hey, the food exploded.
You were just sitting there and
I'm
it went
just
off.
like, I'm like on my, like if I was running, like...
Are you abandoning your post, soldier?
No, I got pushed out of the way. I'm just trying to grab some air. It's chaos in there.
Persuasion check. The DC is 15.
Persuasion. 26.
Okay. You all did your one bad roll. We're back. All right, they let you go. You see the way up. You hop the perimeter and you're into the city. You're out. And you shred. You take your uniform off immediately. You're into the city.
Okay.
Who's next? It was Elias. Doc. What happened to you? You're knocked out. There's
I'm
just
on the
you're
ground,
getting stepped on. Your tooth
Cigarette
fucking
in
hurt.
mouth and bottle
By the
in
time you're finally able to get up, you don't see any of your party. Make a survival check trying to figure out, unless you want to do something else other than try and find the best way out. What are you doing? What's Doc doing this chaotic moment?
I feel like I'm making sure I have all my teeth. Are all my teeth still here?
The
Can I do a
front
teeth-
left
a
one,
teeth-
the bottom corner feels a little sharper than usual. Like a chip.
Well, chip's fine. Great. All right, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna try to take this cigarette in maybe one breath.
Sure, you take a drag and someone jostles you again. You're like...
I'm
Action.
with
Smoke a dart.
Tarps off, boys.
It'd be such a fun game.
And with my bottle, I'm gonna continue to consume but I'm also trying to bob and weave my way out of the terror.
All right, so you're going with a more just kind of flowy situation. Can we get acrobatics? As you're letting the flow, you're using the flow of people as your propellant.
Yes. It's a 17.
17's pretty good. You're able
That's
to
not bad.
get jostled as you're kind of leaning into the drunk that you want to be at this moment. You haven't drank enough alcohol yet, but you're really leaning into that mindset.
It's getting warm. It's getting warm right about here.
The turpentine goes hard.
Yeah, it does.
And as you're kind of bumping, you are making progress towards the way out. 17 doesn't get you all the way there, so you get to the sort of edge situation, and
He's edging.
I love
there
a
are
good
guards.
situation.
There are guards there, but with the 17, they don't engage you. You have the option; they haven't noticed you. How are you getting over this last little bit?
So I'm gonna lean into the drunkenness. I'm gonna take another swig as we're moving through, and I'm just gonna shout out, I'm glad I'm off shift. I clocked out. Fuck this. I hope we're still here tomorrow. And that's it.
Negative performance.
Oh no.
I don't know what you decided to describe a performance. I didn't make you describe a performance.
Godspeed.
Ooh.
Hey,
That's a 5.
the 2 guards. There's no one off the clock now. General quarters.
General quarters.
Lieutenant Dimes and General Quarters.
Negative inspiration.
No.
I get to decide and you have to roll again.
No. I decline, thank you.
I'm gonna look at the guy that approached me and I'm like, hey, you take this and you'll thank me. I gotta get the hell out of here. I'm gonna try to trade him the bottle of turpentine for my freedom.
Oh.
This is a persuasion. This is a classic persuasion check here.
It'll get you drunk.
After everyone failed to stay together.
Oh, that's worse.
No, -1.
They grab your arms.
Do I have a reaction?
August.
Nope. The answer is no.
August,
Uh-oh.
you've been separated in the crowd rush.
Okay, as I'm.
What's your first move?
I'm in the crowd rush. I'm gonna duck and cover my head. I'm gonna change half of my face to old, like healed burn scars. And I'm gonna run towards the exit, saying, "I can't do this again! I can't do this again!"
Mhm.
Performance. I mean, another performance. I like the
It
I like
a lot of
the
performance.
concept.
This round, this session.
I feel like that's advantage worthy. I like the thought process there.
Okay.
I'm slower than you hitting the button on deciding that.
15.
Perfect. You're able to get to the perimeter. No one in the rush seems to have stopped you. You are at the wall. There are guards. No one sees you. You get to choose how to do it. If you want to sneak, if you want to engage, if you want to, whatever. If you want to look for your group, like you're in charge, but you've made it to the perimeter of the camp.
Okay, I'm going to just take a quick look around and see if I see anyone from my group.
Perception. We're gonna call it a 15. If you can see Doc.
Eight.
It looks good. It looks clear.
Bye.
You got one more chance, is big.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start heading towards the daylight was.
Sure.
But as I go,
Are you gonna just try and talk your way out?
Yeah.
All right. As you get to the portion where you're leaving, the guards are general quarters. Hold. What are you saying?
I'll stay here. I'll stand guard. I just can't face fire again. Please.
Persuasion.
$29.
29.
Oh.
Oh, that guy leaves. 29. Those guys go in, and you're guarding this entrance now.
Okay. Do I see any other guards like doing patrol or like?
Vic,
Ooh.
Okay.
you got jostled a bit, but you're like, "Oh, that was crazy." You turn around, everyone's gone somehow. It didn't seem like it was that bad of a situation, but they're missing. You're
Yep.
in this camp. Chaos has erupted. An explosion you just walked away from. What's Vic doing?
Look over across, see the daylight. Look back, see no one's with me, and kind of double take back to the daylight, and then go, oh, fucking hell. And then back towards the camp. I'm looking for
Looking
the
for your
guys.
team?
Yeah.
Perception as you're getting through the crowd.
Eight.
You can't find them.
How far in do I have to go? Like, am I?
You're in there. You're milling about. You probably take 10 minutes, 15 minutes in this crowd trying to figure out what's going on, and you can't find anybody. It's still chaos. Nobody's sure what to do. The immediate, panic is worn off, but people are now like, what happened? There's lots of people with bucket brigading the ocean, trying to put the fire out.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna yell. What the fuck? These bakeries are fucked up.
I want you to make a perception check that has a DC 15 to hear this calling. As you're getting dragged away, guard on either one of your arms, doing the perp walk.
You said perception, right?
Perception, you gotta hear the call.
It's a 3.
You're
Jesus.
trying to talk your way out of these guys, and it's not working.
It's not. I'm going to jail.
Nobody responds.
Starting to panic. Feel kind of alone. But I know they're around here somewhere. I mean, they wouldn't just leave. I will change my face into the face that August put on of the guy.
Okay.
And I'll
Jeremy?
keep looking. Yeah, Jeremy.
There. Write that down. Somebody write that down. we got John and Jeremy. There was a Tom thrown in someplace. Soldiers are boring white guy names. That's who we've decided.
But I'm looking for.
What action are you? So you've disguised yourself to blend in. What is your goal in this situation?
That's
You want
to
to do
buy
a
me
second.
more.
You want to do a slower, more meticulous.
I'm looking
check?
around. I know Elias sticks out, and I know Doc kind of sticks out. I kind of believe August is gonna be okay. Which is why
just have a gut.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna switch to investigation for the second roll.
Oh boy.
You're kind of putting together where you think they would have gone from that situation. You're backtracking. We were here. You go back to the scene of the crime.
Okay. 4. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Oh,
You can't find him. And what's your passive perception?
15.
15. With 15 passive perception, you can tell that your actions are starting. Some people are like, what's this guy doing? There's people carrying wounded from the explosion. There's people doing the bucket brigade. And you're kind of like looking around. And you can tell that, like, oh shit, someone's going to talk to me if I don't. I'm starting to get suspicious. You get that feeling.
Yeah, I don't see anybody.
You don't see anybody.
Oh no.
I'm gonna start grabbing stuff.
Revert to your base instincts and theft.
No, not theft.
Piece of candy.
Like,
Ooh, piece of
like
candy.
if people are like,
Oh,
what?
you wanna,
I'm blending in.
You
Blending.
grab a bucket and just like splash water on the fire.
Yeah.
You're running over. You see a guy who's burned from like a secondary explosion that happened.
I go,
and
somebody
he's
help him!
like- And he's like, can you get me to the medical tent? And he's like reaching for you.
Yeah, I've never worked in the medical tent. Can you point? And I pick him up.
Can you point?
He kind of gestures.
Oh, that way. Yeah. I guess I'll fucking take him to the
Yeah,
medical tent.
you bring him to the medical tent.
Drop him off. This one got
Drop
hit.
him off. There's lots of burned people here.
Yeah.
And
The whole time scanning for anybody.
yeah, make a perception.
$30-20.
You don't see any of your people, but you are able to see a tent that feels like the field prison, basically. There's like wooden cage put together. You don't see anybody you recognize, but you feel like there's a few tents. You don't know what's inside of them, but this is the like brig, if you will, of a camp. I know that's a ship word, but this is the
Sure.
military prison portion of like the people trying to desert. You see a few people in like tied up to like the pole in the camp with like their. You feel like this is where the general
I'm in.
area people who are punished go.
Oh, I'm in, and I'm in.
And what are you doing in? There's like several tents I'm picturing. So there's like outside
Quick
parts. there's
scan of
several
this tent.
Just the first tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You pop your head in. There's. I'm trying to decide. I feel like this guy would be gone. There's an empty desk of effectively a logbook of it looks like names and like desertion, dereliction of duty, crimes, you guess?
Swoop.
Okay, that's yeah. This seems like the bailiff or warden office where they're like keeping track of soldiers, number counts, people who are in the jail or the kind of tent pole thing.
Mhm.
As you're looking around, you hear a voice, and I'm going to ask for a little improv here from Squeak. You hear a voice bargaining with two guys, telling him to let him go.
Hey, I gave
inside
you the
of-
bottle. What? Hey, what do you want? You want to have a good time? I mean, for the right price. Look, I'm just saying.
Is there a guy? You said
Oh, right?
there are people in where I'm at.
Yeah, so there's a few like wooden cage situations, and then there's a few like just poles driven in the ground with people with like their
I want
hands.
to take one with the hands, and I'm just gonna. Honestly, if anyone just has their hands cut, I'm just going through and just going, "Good luck, buddy," and I'm just freeing them.
Sure, you free about 8 people.
And then I'm gonna take one with me.
What? No. What?
No.
You
Hey,
gotta get out.
I'm gonna let you go. You gotta trust me, okay?
Persuasion.
Hey, don't open that vial.
13.
I don't know. I don't think I should just go. It's there's a fire. There's an attack or something.
Bitch, lock the fuck in.
Bitch.
You just saw me let 8 people out.
I was thinking we'll do a persuasion with disadvantage here.
No, this is
You
intimidation.
want intimidation? Okay.
I will put you back on the thing there, and I'll fucking light it on fire. You're coming with me. You said disadvantage?
Intimidation. We'll go straight. It doesn't feel as bad as a secondary persuasion.
22.
22. He looks at you. He smells a vague fuel-like smell on your clothes just because of your contact, your proximity to the turpentine and the rum. He's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
He
Now
looks
shut
at
the
you.
fuck up.
He looks at the blaze. He looks back at you, and you can tell with your passive, like, this guy thinks you definitely did that.
Jeremy did it.
Jeremy.
He thinks that Jeremy. He's afraid though.
I'm pulling
Jeremy the
him.
Wicked.
I'm pulling
He's
him.
afraid and submissive.
Oh yeah.
I'm pulling him into where I hear Doc's voice.
You see Doc in a chair with 2 guards holding his arms, and a 3rd guard about to smell a vial.
I'm just gonna go in my Vic voice. Don't smell that. What? And I'm gonna look at Doc and there's chaos outside.
You see the face that August put on.
Yeah. I got one here. I need to tie him up. The rope ties aren't. Do we have a cage? I'll put him in. I'll put him in. Whoever you got there. He looks like a real fucking degen.
Hey, you want to smell my vial?
I'm not smelling shit, buddy.
Performance. We're gonna say that's a help action.
Can I leverage?
That's a help action for that.
Can I
sure.
leverage for deception?
No.
Okay.
I feel like we've been performing a lot. I feel like when you enter a character and just totally go up with a story, you're not really telling a lie.
22.
You're really more painting a picture than saying like, I'm gonna do this. 22. They're careful. This one's wily.
It looks feisty. I'm gonna pull,
I got my chip
pull my
too.
rope.
They take the guy that you have. We can tie him up for you.
All right, thank you.
Wait. I think he did it. I think he lit the fire, and you see one of them just punch him in the face. Shut him.
Yeah, he's a talkative one. All right, I'm gonna go back to Vic face. Sorry, Doc. I gotta tie you up for a second.
Oh, I can't believe that fucking worked. That was incredible. I'm gonna buy you a pizza.
The
We're
fuck's
getting
a
out of
pizza?
Pizza.
A turtle
Alright.
comes crashing through the ceiling.
You gotta make to get back through the camp. You're doing okay, and then you gotta make your exiting. Oh no, you go to the front. You find August. Or you see
Yeah.
a man half burned. August, you see. I don't know, Vic, if you switch faces back or whatever face.
Yeah,
you're
it's a
currently
show
wearing.
Doc I did.
You see Vic dragging Doc by a rope. It's been about 20 minutes of chaos, and you were really starting to fear. But with the 29, you cleared this exit. You see them approach.
No, we need more water from the seaside.
Yeah, water.
Go.
Oh, yep. Dagger the rope and then.
That's where we'll end. As the last get out, barely.
Fucking Vic for the save.
Literally.
That was huge.
I wonder what would have happened though. Oh, but that was crazy.
He'd been in jail. He'd have been in army jail.
The worst
That would
kind.
have not been good. That would have been really bad.
It'd have turned into a different mission.
Yeah.
I just created a BBEG.
Literally. Looking for Jeremy his whole life.
You created a mortal enemy for another guy.
Jeremy's been dead this whole time. He's gonna go insane.
Unless Jeremy,
know he's out
unless
there.
Jeremy was the guy who got hog-tied like earlier. And not the death.
He wakes up with a bell and a mortal enemy.
And a hangover.
That's our side campaign. The guys who wake up for episode.
Holy fuck.
That's actually an awesome idea.
How does campaign 4 start? A hangover premise. We all
Wake up in an alley.
Great.
You gotta figure out what happened the night before, and it takes us 2 years of gaming.
You're fighting gods for some reason to figure out what the fuck.
What the fuck did we do?
It was one night.
It was you guys went to a banquet at Valhalla and pissed off every god in the pantheon.
And Mike Tyson wants to fight somebody riding a tiger.
Holy fuck.
I'm pretty
I
sure
call Jeremy.
that's the premise of Dude, Where's My Car? Same thing.
Yeah,
That was a
where-
great fucking session, Clay.
That's
That
where
was
we'll
awesome.
end.
That was crazy.
I've had like 3 concepts of like missions to do in here.
That was a good one. I think that was better than the lumberyard.
Firebombing the grain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The food exploded.
It was gonna be
popcorn everywhere.
It was gonna be kind of boring if you guys know that. Then you guys all failed it, and I was like, "Oh, this will be interesting now."
Yeah.
Especially when your plans never have what happens if we get separated. There's never that conversation.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, I don't. We barely get through the planning stage, let alone contingencies. That's not.
There's an A and nothing else.
We
Yeah.
had to flash back to where you guys talked about doing the light distraction because it wasn't on the
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that's the session.
That was good.
Oh, thanks.
That's one.
That was good.